All right, everybody. It's a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. This is Gent Culture, where we build better men, husbands, and fathers. Today, we're going to be talking about expressing love to the black woman. Very, very important. As a gentleman, you have to master expressing love. It's all a part of being a gentleman. And trust me, it goes a long way. It has a trickle down effect. And we're going to talk about that right up here on Gent Culture, which is up right now. All right, Dame, drop it. Black Knight. Some people call me the notorious gangster simp. Something that I'm proud of because they call me a simp because I love black women. I'm not a hater of black women. I'm not crazy. You know, I'm not one of these fools running around here in black women's business, talking about their hair and saying they're doing all of these crazy things that they're not doing, by the way. I don't believe that the black woman is my enemy. I know who my real enemy is. And I don't stand against the black woman. I'm very loyal to my black women. Like I said, you know, those who know me, I've always said that my mother was the first black woman that I learned how to love. And through that love taught me how to love black women, period. And so I will forever be grateful for my mother teaching me how to love other people. And those people meaning family members and black women specifically. And it is the teachings that she gave me. It's how I learned how to become a gentleman when dealing with black women, which is very important. Now, today's teachings is going to be about expressing love. This is very, very, very important as a gentleman. Expressing love is extremely powerful. Expressing love to the women in your life and expressing love to black women, period. You don't have to know her to express love. Get that out of your head, okay? Get all of this self-destructive thinking out of your head. We have too many fools running around here now that have very destructive thinking and thinking that will never, ever connect you to a black woman. Thinking that will never, ever have you establishing a black family. So you want to get that kind of thinking out of your head. Expressions of love are extremely powerful because when you express your love consistently in the home to the women in your life and outside the home to the women you come across in the neighborhood and in the community, other women see you and little girls see you. Now, I mentioned little girls. It's very, very important because when little girls see consistent expression of love from black men to black women, they become attracted to it. They start to see what it looks like. They start to understand it. They start to understand men better, and they start to believe that this is what men are naturally supposed to do to the women in their life and to women in general, black women in general. See, I don't buy into all of this division about, well, if it ain't my woman, it ain't none of my business. You see, I didn't grow up in a community like that. I grew up in a community that had a village mentality. Every child in the neighborhood was every parent's child. And the love was spread throughout the community. Now, when I was growing up, the men consistently expressed love outwardly for black women. Whether you see husband and wives walking down the street holding hands or sitting on the porch hugged up or sitting on the porch next to each other cozy. This is what we saw constantly, expressions of love. This is what we thought that we were supposed to do. You see, when you have this constant expression of love to the black woman and is in the community, boys and girls see it. And so for the boys, they see that, okay, this is something that I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this thing that I see my father do. Or I'm supposed to do this thing I see other black men doing when it comes to the women. You know, I hear them saying that they love them. I hear them being kind to them. I hear them treating them gently. I mean, I see them treating them gently. Okay? And the girls are saying, wow, this is great. This is what men are supposed to do to people like me. I'm a girl. So this is what I got to look forward to. Men being nice to me, men expressing love to me. So both children are affected by you being consistent with expressing love to the black woman. Now, many of you talk tough and you have like this group mentality. You have to start thinking on your own and start separating yourselves from groups. Cowards hang in groups. You understand? Be your own man. Think your own thoughts. Don't be concerned with what other people are thinking. Be concerned with what you are thinking and the people that are most important to you, what they're thinking. If you are a man that wants to express love to black women, then what they think should be. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Dan, come in here 1 quick second. I got to put my headset on charge.
Okay.
Be right back.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. It's important that you think with the people that's close to you, the people that love you, think about you. Uh, Not strangers on the internet, not even the neighbors next door to you or your community. Because otherwise, you just sway to and fro according to the breeze. Yeah. So you also stand strong on what you believe in. Hi, Landrea, Hassan. Who else is in the chat? B1 for Life, Trinity. Okay. Uh, all right. So this is GentCulture's to express love. Many black women are not feeling the expression of love. Um, they don't even think black men even like them, and that's not good.
Okay. Can you
Hmm.
guys hear me?
Um, Say it again. Sound like you dropped off at the end.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Okay, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I'm back. Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
Now, I hear a lot of you guys talk about submission, but I'm here to tell you that submission isn't never going to be possible if there isn't any love, real love, and expressions of real love. Now, you can say it's corny, you can say it's weak, you can say it's simpish and all that, right? But at the end of the day, what's going to carry you with a woman is love. Women need to be loved. They need to feel love. I'm telling you that right now. That's what it is at the end of the day. No woman wants to be in a relationship with a man that doesn't love her or doesn't value her or doesn't desire her or doesn't want her. Now, there are some women out there who um, get abused to the point where they think that abuse is okay. And those women are unfortunately suffering mental illness. Okay. But in the grand scheme of things, women want to be loved. And as a gentleman, this is what you have to understand. And this has to be a natural part of your thinking. So you always want to express consistently love to black women. Always be loving towards them. Be generous towards them. Be kind towards them. be gentle towards them. They're women. They're here for us to love, not to disrespect, not to brutalize, not to womanize. They're really beautiful people once you get to know them. They're beautiful people. If she hasn't been tainted by a lot of emotional trauma, if she doesn't have emotional trauma, they're really beautiful people. They don't think like us, man. They have a very different view of the world. And it's really a wonderful view. You know, they can provide something for you that nobody else can in the whole world. And it's different for each man. It's hard to really put your finger on it, right? Because it's different with each woman and it's different with each man and how she connects to you. It depends on how she connects to you. This is why I say, as a man, as a gentleman, you should work on connecting spiritually to Black women. Don't worry about connecting to them carnally or physically or whatever. The physical is going to always be there because they're right in front of you, right? But work on connecting with them spiritually so you can understand them better, so you can understand how to love them, right? And remember, it's very important that you be consistent with your expressions of love because younger people are watching you. The men in my neighborhood when I was growing up made sure that the young people saw consistent expressions of love, whether it be in the house or out about in the neighborhoods. My father made sure that we saw expressions of love from him to my mother on a consistent basis every single day. And my mother returned that love. So this taught us as children that this is what we need to be like when we get our significant others. So other children are watching you. It's very, very important. And as a Black man, you are a standout leader in your community. And so you're always a natural teacher. So your behavior teaches others. Your behavior teaches young children. So if they see men in the community womanizing, beating up on women, being disrespectful, cursing women out, then this is how they're going to develop. They're going to think that this is something that is normal and this is something that is okay. But if they see expressions of love, and they see you being kind and respectful and protective, they're going to also think that's normal. And that's what you want them to think. You want them to think the expressions of love, the protection, the providing, the caring for, the generosity, the gentleness. You want them to think that that is something that is normal. So they can develop this way. This is good leadership. Also leading with your behavior and teaching with your behavior. You have to understand, whatever you do as a leader in your community reflects on everybody because everybody see you because you're the leader. So you have to understand, many of you have some kind of faulty manhood thing going on here that I've noticed online. You think that it's weak to tell a Black woman that you love her. You can tell a Black woman that you love her, one that you don't know. There's nothing wrong if you're having a nice conversation with a Black woman. At the end of the conversation, say, okay, sis, you have a good day. Oh, and by the way, I love you. Try it. Watch how they react. And the way you say it, you don't say it in a way to where y'all in some kind of intimate relationship. If you say it as an overall general love for women, they will receive it. Trust me, they know the difference. It'll make them feel better. It'll give them comfort to know that there are Black men out there who love them. Black men out there who will help them. Black men out there who will make them feel comfortable. All of this is necessary for a salubrious community, a healthy environment. You see, if black women don't believe that you love them, they don't think that you care about them, then they start to react that way. This is what you're getting now from a lot of black women who don't want to have your kids because they don't hear any love from you as a black man. All you guys do is sit up and make videos and say stupid things, one stupid thing after another. This isn't going to get you anywhere. As a matter of fact, it's going to get you a life of loneliness. And I'm going to tell you something about loneliness. It's nothing to play with. Men could die from loneliness. Now, I know some of you think that you're Superman and you can pump and dump forever. Oh, no, you can't. That shit's going to wear you out. And as you get older, you ain't going to get many pump and dump chances because you're going to get into that ill range, you know, where you're too old and women go ill. You got the friend zone and you got the ill zone, you know, ill. That's a zone too. You get put in that zone when you're trying to be something you're not. When you're 45 and kind of decrepit and, you know, still thinking you're Rick James. You know, still thinking that you can handle these hoes and all that. And you dressing all crazy and whatnot. And then you're 40 going after young girls. Ill. When you start hearing women go ill, you in that ill zone. That's that's worse than the friend zone. Once you get in that ill zone, oh man, you're in a lot of trouble. Because that zone keeps getting bigger. It keeps getting bigger. Because it's not just one woman going ill. Every time other women see you, they go ill, and then it gets contagious. Next thing you know, you're walking into a place with a group of women, and they all know about you, and you try to hit on them, they're going ill, ill, ill. Now you can't talk to nobody. You in the ill zone. And then I'm gonna tell you something. That's a zone that's nearly impossible to get out of because it keeps getting bigger. Understand the knowledge I'm dropping on you niggas. I'm an old school nigga. I'm trying to tell you what's up. When they start doing that L thing, you in serious trouble. And your dating days may be over. You may be finished at that point. And that's what happens when you pumping and dumping and you start getting old and then you start going after these young girls. They start to see you as a problem. Yup, the ill, the ooh, yup, the ew zone, yup. Yvette's got it. Once you get in that zone, man, it's pretty much over because that zone never stops growing in size. More and more women keep getting added to that zone. And you may never ever get out of that thing. You may be 55, still walking around here and women going ill. And you know why? Because even at that age, you striking out with the young girl, you see older women see what you're doing too. This is why I keep trying to tell you guys, you got to watch your behavior. Women see you. They see you. And they talk. So they see this old geezer going after these young girls, like, ew, who is he? Isn't he like 200 years old? Then they start calling you crunchy and all that. Oh, man, dude. And they talk. They get on the phone. You see this old geezer going after such. What? Some old geezer? Yeah, he down here looking like Rick James. They start passing along the word. Next thing you know, you can't go nowhere in the goddamn community because all the women know about you. And every time you try to step to one, L, and then when you finally even try somebody your age, right? She don't want to have nothing to do with you either. Because he probably thinks you're a pedophile. You understand? So stay out of that pump and dump stuff. Do it the right way. Express love and stay in your lane, stay in your zone. Don't be 45 chasing some 20-year-old girl. Learn how to deal with the women in your age range. Be respectful. Don't be around, don't be 45, 50 chasing some kid around. That's not a good look for you. And that's not what a gentleman does. Now, getting back to the expressions of love, you can start hearing social media when you're talking to a black woman, right? Start getting used to it. Start getting used to telling a black woman you love her. Now, I know some of you say, well, I only love a woman that I'm having sex with. No, you can love other women too without having sex with them. No, I'm not talking about a love that's an intimate, personal love where this is a woman that you're making love to. No, I'm talking about more of a overall general caring type love. A love that will assure this black woman that if you're around her in the vicinity, if something happens to her, you love her and care enough about her to help her, to do something to help her. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. See, this is the kind of love that creates strong, positive energy in your environment because women carry energy very well. And when you start doing for one, she talks to others. She passes that energy on, and then now they've heard about your good deeds. Okay? Some of them even find out what you look like. You don't even know because they done pointed you out. You sitting up there at a pool court eating, and one of the women that you helped is with her friends. You said, okay, that's the gentleman right there. He was the one that was kind enough to help me. He was the one that was kind enough. Listen, he was the one that told me that he loved me and he cared about me and he helped me. Oh, that's the one? So now other women know who you are. Your good deeds, your good escapades, your escapades of love, right, is being passed on. So now other women know about you. And so now they're passing that positive energy around to each other. This creates strong positive energy in your community. And it puts you in good graces of women. When they see you, they feel relaxed about around you because they know you love black women. So they don't have any fear that you would harm them or that you would hurt them. As a matter of fact, if anything, they would believe that you would help them and that you would protect them. Because that is what you're supposed to do as a black man and as a leader in your community. Now, let's talk a little bit about weak men. The situation that the black woman is faced with today is that there's a very large number of mentally and emotionally weak black men. I've heard people try to compare. Kevin Brokeback Samuels tried to compare the black women today to the black women of yesterday or yesteryear or the past, saying that they were better women. Well, Kevin Samuels is always trying to sow the seeds of division and always trying to defile black women. So his word is always nefarious with evil intent. It's not that the black women back then were better. It's that the black women back then had something that the black women today just simply do not have. And if the black women today had that, I can make a case that they would be 10 times better than the black women of the past. Because surely they have access to more today than the black women of the past did. Right? And so what the black women had back in the late 60s and the 70s, they had a large number of strong black men. Men who were willing to protect, men who showed consistent expressions of love for them, whether they were wives or not. It was just a general overall love that they had for all the women in the community. And this is what you need to develop, black men, if you hope to repair or reconcile the bond that's been viciously broken between you and the black woman today. You have to go back to that LOVE. Because you understand, you're not dealing with dudes. Okay? You're dealing with women. Women are different. I told you guys before, when you're dealing with women, it's a different set of rules. They have a completely different set of rules than we do. Okay? You have to be more loving. You have to be more kind. You have to be more gentle. You have to be more understanding because you're dealing with women. With guys, you ain't got to be that way. With guys, you can cuss each other out, punch each other in the mouth. It is what it is. But with women, it's a whole different animal. Okay? You have to be presentable. You know? Iron your shirt. Don't show up with a wrinkled shirt. Show up with a clean outfit. You ain't got to have a $5,000 suit on, but make sure your pants are clean, your shirt is clean, your shirt is pressed. Show up and be presentable. This helps a black woman relax around you when she see that you care about your appearance. Some of you motherfuckers, oh, man. My bad, y'all. I was about to go gangster for a minute. Some of you brothers don't even care what you look like. And you have the nerve to approach women. Okay, brothers, let me tell you something. How you look affects the way a woman thinks about you. Okay? So when you present yourself to a woman, make sure you're as clean as possible and you are as together. You can be working, you can be getting off work. Now, if you're a hardworking man, you coming home, you got some dirty jeans on and boots, you come home from work, they understand that. A lot of them love that. They love a hardworking man. Okay? All right? But that's the only time you get an excuse because you're a hardworking dude, okay? And you come home, you know, you're roughed up because you've been working hard all day. A lot of black women love that. Okay? But if you ain't one of these hard working rough cut dudes, right? Be presentable, man. Have a decent shirt on, a decent pair of pants, and don't be walking around here with some old skinny tight pants on, you know, that come up to that's past your ankles, where your ankles are showing, and you know parts of your shin is showing. You got on some stupid looking shoes with some low cut white socks on. That's very feminine. Don't dress like that. Okay? Kevin Samuels is a perfect example on how not to dress. He looks like a feminine dweeb with them tight ass fucking bland suits. Okay? That's why he always posing, right? Like he's ready to give access to his rectum. Notice his poses in those suits. You don't want to dress like that, man. You want to dress like a man. Have your clothes on, have a little room, a little play in your clothes, you know. Make sure if you're wearing pants or khakis or whatever, make sure they're the proper length. Okay? You can dress casual, but just make sure you're together. Give the black woman something pleasant to look at so she can feel comfortable. All right? And then carry a conversation. Be cool. Carry a conversation with her. You know, a lot of you can't have conversations with black women because you don't know how. I've heard the way some of you talk. And from judging from the way some of you talk, you'll never have a conversation in real life with a black woman because she wouldn't give you the time of day after she done heard 3 words come out of your mouth. Some of you can't talk or have a conversation with a black woman without it turning sexual. Some of you can't have a conversation with her without exercising any kind of sexual self-control. Many of you are very immature. Have some class. A gentleman has class. Don't go walking up to the woman talking stupid like, yo, shorty, nah, I mean, my baby mama did this, but I ain't gonna do you like that. Now I'm saying, girl, girl, you look fine, yo. You look fine. Know what I mean? I like the way you move it like that. Okay, you sound like an ignorant teenager. She is not going to take you seriously. See, I'm here to tell you the real shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to make you feel good about being a loser. I'm going to tell you that you are a loser and how to fix it. This is the way I talk to you, brothers, the way I do. This show is for the brothers. GentCulture is for the brothers. The women are the flies on the wall. They're here. They're the audience. They want to hear the teachings. But this show is for you brothers. I need you brothers to be paying attention to what I'm saying. It's time you had a real teacher, an old school dude like me who knows the difference. Many of you sound like fools and you are embarrassing and you sound like ignorant teenagers. A woman isn't going to take you seriously. If a woman thinks that you have the mentality of a juvenile, she will never see you as anybody she can give herself to, because a juvenile can't take care of a family. A juvenile can't take care of a child. A juvenile can't be a husband. And especially if she has kids, she doesn't want another one. You understand? I've heard the way some of you talk. You sound stupid. Stop with the, hey, shorty, yo, what up, chick? Hey, ho. You don't address a woman like that. Stop doing that. It's not cool. It's not manly to talk that way. Now, I understand some of you follow idiots like Red Supreme who have absolutely no respect for women. Do not listen to a man that has no respect for women. Because if he has no respect for women, that means he has no respect for your mother. He has no respect for your daughter. Don't follow men like that. You won't be successful with women if you listen to idiots like that. Don't address women like that. Don't talk about women. Don't let other women hear you calling another woman a hoe. Don't let other women hear you calling another woman a B. I told you, women are spiritually interconnected. Don't let them hear you saying these terrible things to other women. It will resonate with them. Even if they don't know the woman, they will start to feel some kind of way about you. And then you don't even realize maybe one of those women you probably could have got lucky with. But now you can't because she heard you using foul language and denigrating other women. They don't play that shit, bro. When are y'all going to understand that? The way you talk knocks you out of the game. Since y'all like to talk about games all the time, just by the way you talk puts you in a loser category with a lot of black women. Just by the way you talk. They sit up here listening to you going, these hoes are this, these strags are that. Man, you can forget about it. They don't want to talk to you. What do they want to talk to you for? So they can get disrespected too? They don't want to talk to you. And they're gonna tell others not to talk to you by telling them, oh, he keep calling us hoes, he keep calling us strags. I keep trying to tell y'all, learn how to address a woman properly. Hey strag, hey ho, hey B is not the way you address a lady. Learn how to address women properly. Get your introduction game up. Get your addressing women game up. That's the first place you need to start. The second, your appearance. Don't be 40 years old wearing oversized hockey jerseys with baseball caps to the back and some long shorts and Timberland boots. Again, you look like an ignorant, overgrown teenager. And to other races of men, you look like a child. Don't y'all understand what that looks like? It makes you look like a big, overgrown teenager. And then you don't do it any service by asking her to buy you PlayStations and Xboxes and you want to play video games. That feeds into the ignorant juvenile image that you're displaying. And when women see this, they don't take you seriously and they get turned off. They're not looking for a boy. Now, some women will give you the chance because they think they can change you, and that's a mistake. Nobody's perfect. Some sisters make a mistake and think that they can make you grow up until they find out that they can't and they're in a bad relationship. But most women don't, they're going to see you as a child and they don't want to have nothing. They don't even want to deal with it. They're going to keep it moving. You can be a great looking guy and all of that, but you got too much negativity going on for them. They're not looking to raise somebody else's child. They're not looking to bring a juvenile into a relationship with them. They're not looking to teach a grown man how to have manners. That's something your mother should have taught you. That's why, when you insult women, right? You notice the first person they go after is your mother. They get offended, like, did your mother teach you how to talk like that? Is that the way you talk to your mother? Your mama, your mama. You know why they do that? Because that's where your training should have came from. On how to address women, how to approach women. That's where your training should have came from. So they're looking at your mama like she didn't do a good job. I mean, did your mama teach you how to talk like that? Did your mama teach you how to be disrespectful like that? Let me tell you something. Good manners and respect will go a long way when you're dealing with a black woman. And remember, practice patience over emotions. When they are emotional, you be patient. Let them go through their little emotional things. See, this is all understanding the feminine nature. Sometimes they go through their little emotional spells. That's fine. That's normal for them. Don't you get involved in that. You see, a lot of y'all make the mistake of getting involved in one of their natural cycles. Leave them alone. Let them do their woman thing. Let them do their emotional thing. You just be patient and they'll get through it. Don't antagonize them. Don't add to it. You should never, when a woman is emotional, that's usually a bad time to talk to her, unless you're soothing her. When a woman is very emotional and distraught, the only thing you should be doing is saying comforting things. You should never be going back and forth with her because it's just going to ramp her emotions up. That's all it's going to do. And it's going to get to the point where they're out of control. And many of them are going to lose it, and some can even snap on you. That's why you don't push the issue when they get emotional. It can be dangerous sometimes. So you understand feminine nature. You understand that you don't play with their emotions. The emotions are nothing to play with. They're not a plaything for you. See, a lot of you got to get your mind right because you've been listening to these pimps. Now you're listening to a real man and a gentleman to boot. Somebody with real hardcore teachings. And I'm telling you the right way. A woman's emotions is not a plaything. Take her emotions seriously. Take her seriously. Care about her emotions. Care about her. Care about the way she feels. You will have a better connection with her if you did that. Not only will you have a better connection with her, but if other women see this display, you'll also have a better connection with them. You will fall into favor with them as well. Understand, when you're out and you're dealing with women, you always have an audience. I don't care if you don't see a bunch of women going, some woman is watching you. You always have an audience. I'm telling you, they're always watching, they're always looking, they're always listening. And they're watching your behavior. Okay? So you have to be very careful how you deal with just one woman, especially with other women around. They're watching. Okay? The way you deal with one woman will tell the other women if you somebody worthy of their attention or not. So again, you always want to do expressions of love. Okay, now some of you have asked me, hey Max, how do you deal with a woman with a bad attitude that you haven't done anything to? Okay? Somebody challenged me to answer that question. They said, Max, you can't answer that question. I most certainly can. I've dealt with a lot of women who had bad attitudes I didn't do anything to. Okay? Let me tell you how you deal with that. When you come across a woman, a black woman, and she's upset about something, she's angry, and she's even taking that anger out on you, and you ain't did nothing to her, right? First of all, establish what you're there for. If you're there to ask her something, if you're there to get something from her, or you're just coming by to say hi. Now, if you're just coming by to say hi, just say, okay, sweetheart, just back off. Just back off. Go somewhere else. Don't even engage. If you go over there to say hello, she on some get out of my face, I don't want to talk to you, whatever, throw your hands up. Oh, okay, sweetheart. Back off. Do not return fire because other women are watching. Do not return fire. Because if you do, you're going to seem weak. If you don't return fire, the other one watching, they're going to be like, okay, I like the way he handled that. Now you look strong. You look like a man that can handle his emotions. So if you just came to say hi, and she's tripping, okay, sis. Okay, sweetheart. Back off. Go somewhere else. Leave her alone. She's going through her emotional thing. She's got some issues. Let her deal with that alone. Don't get involved in that. It has nothing to do with you. Patience over emotions. Now, if you're there to get something from her, like she has a package that you need to pick up from somebody, and you go there, hey, how you doing? I came to pick up. Okay, just 1 second. Can't you see I'm busy? Just please. Okay. Do what she just said. Relax. She's busy. Don't take it personal. Don't get all. Don't get your feelings hurt. You ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That should roll off you like raindrops. She's actually not even talking to you. She's upset about something else. So just do what she says. Just wait. Wait calm. Don't get all angry. Don't get nothing, going on. Just relax, sit down, and just wait. Then when she's done, okay, can I help you? Yes, I came to pick up a package from such and such, such such. Okay, all right. Now she see you calm, right? That helps her calm down. You see, when you care about women, right? Your behavior helps them. So they see you calm, even though they just barked at you or hissed at you, right? But you still approaching the situation in a calm manner. You're not rattled. They see that as strength, and they can borrow some of that from you. And then they'll start calming down. And then they may even apologize. Oh, I'm sorry about earlier. I was just, no problem. Don't even worry about it. It never happened. Make them feel good. You understand? That's good karma. That's good energy. She is going to tell another woman how you treated her, even though she knew that she did not treat you properly. But she's going to tell how you treated her with kindness and how you were patient. See, that's strength. You already present yourself as a strong man, right? Now, what was the third one? The third one was Dame. Come in here real quick.
Yes.
I said three of them, right? If we're there to say hi, you just pick up a pack. What was the third one?
Let's see. Business or uh, um, a comment or complaint. Mm. If you're there to say hi, if you have business. I know there was a third one.
All right, okay. I'll get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so brothers, so don't do what you see these sissy bims do. Don't do what you see these gay guys. So that's the wrong thing to do. Don't start calling a woman out of her name. Don't start getting mad with her and trying to out emotional her. Don't do that. That's only going to work against you because they're women. People will come to their aid before they will come to your aid. So you get into a big old thing with her, and you're a big, strong looking man. You get into a big old thing with her. Well, other people show up, they're going to look at you. You're going to be perceived as someone that's harassing her because you're the man. This is why you don't do this. This is why you don't follow guys like Red Supreme. This is why you don't follow guys like Brokeback Samuels. They're going to mess around and get you in trouble. You understand? So you don't want to get into a thing with her. As a matter of fact, a lot of black women with attitudes are easy to deal with. They're not hard to deal with. They're easy. They're hard for you guys because you don't understand what to do and you take everything personal. But they're very easy to deal with. You don't have to engage their emotions. You're supposed to be stronger than that. So what I tell you, you have to exercise strength all the time. A man's essential nature is strength. When you're going back and forth in an emotional contest with a woman, that's not exercising strength. That's exercising weakness. And you're not exercising patience over emotions, nor are you exercising understanding. Well, I got to do all that. But yes, you got to do all of that. That comes with the territory. Trust me, it will work out better for you in the long run. Women put out good energy. It will work better for you in the long run. I'm telling you what I know. You will end up winning in the long run. Guys like Red Pill Supreme, whatever his name is, these guys are losers. Trust me, they're losing. When you hear women constantly cackling about these dudes are losers. When they're constantly saying negative things about them, these guys are losers. Okay? You don't never want to follow a loser. And so let's get back to what I was saying about expressing love and not being afraid. A lot of you guys are afraid. You won't tell a black woman that you love her. Rob came up on my show a couple of days back, and we got into a discussion about how much we love black women. And some people thought we were crazy. Me and him got to going back and forth about how much we love black women, and some people thought we were crazy. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Ain't nothing wrong with us. What do you mean, what's wrong with us? What's wrong with you? See, let me explain something to you. When you express love to the black woman, it can get you out of a lot of trouble situations. It can get you out of a lot of trouble situations in your mind, a lot of trouble situations in your heart, because once you start putting that good energy out there, you will start meeting more caring and gentle women who are more understanding and can help you through your own personal pain, because that good energy is out there. But when you put out bad energy, you won't run into those kinds of women. That's why you always want to have a consistent expression of love. I have no problem saying that I love black women. I have no problem telling a black woman that I love her, even if I'm not married to her, I'm not in a relationship with her. I will still tell her that I love her. And I will still protect her because I do love her. I do care about her. And I will protect her. Why? Because she's a black woman and I love black women. This is easy for me. It should be easy for all of you. I have good energy with black women because my heart is not tainted with hatred. There's nothing but love in my heart for black women. And I have a strong understanding about their behavior. So a lot of stuff don't bother me like it bothers you guys. You guys get triggered by every little thing that they do. I don't. You don't see me running around here like a chicken with my head cut off because a black woman raised her voice. I mean, you guys get all scared. Man, she raised her voice. Man, she attacked me. What? You know how weak that sounds? If I heard a dude say something like that around, I would get up and I don't even want you around me. That's weak. Hold on one second. Dame.
Yes.
Hold it down. I got to go out and come back in. I'm frozen. Be right back.
Okay. All right. Got somebody new, Miss LA. Oh, I'm sorry, Louisiana. So you won't marry black women, or no? That's not what he's saying. He's saying he can express love for a black woman even if he's not married to her. Well, yeah, he just said he loved her. Yeah, don't confuse love with sex, Miss Ella. You can, and there's all types of love. He can love her like a sister. He can just love her for just her being her.
And so,
Mhm.
okay, thanks, Tim. I'm back.
Mhm.
No, yeah, I am married to a black woman, and I said I can love black women just naturally. I don't have to be married to them to love them. I don't have to be married to them to, you know, have an overall love and care for them and want to protect them. You know, that's just something that's natural in the heart that comes out of me as a black man. That's something that I get from my mother. So, yeah, see, maybe you're looking at love in just one way. Maybe you're looking at love in an intimate sense. Love doesn't have to be in an intimate sense. Okay? Don't have to always be intimate. You can love someone without being intimate with them. You know, it's just an overall general care for their well-being. That's pretty much what it is. So, like I was saying, when you have consistent expressions of love for the black woman, it works out better for you. Now, love and romance, right? A lot of black women have never experienced love and romance. Some don't even know what it is because they're supposed to learn it from you. You're supposed to be able to teach them love and romance through your actions, your expressions of love, and your romantic nature is supposed to give them an overall understanding of what love and romance is all about. You are supposed to be romancing them and showing them love so they can get a good understanding of what this feeling is. That's supposed to come from you. A lot of you guys don't know how to be romantic. Hell, a lot of you don't even know how to love the woman. I mean, you won't even say, you never said, I'm sorry, some of you never even say or can't even bring yourself to say that you love a black woman, which is problematic. I'll talk about the corny things, right? The corny things that you have to get used to doing also brings about love and romance if you're really into the woman like that, right? Let's start with writing a love letter. Love letters are very effective, especially if you're a guy that really can't express yourself that much verbally, but it can express yourself much more, you know, if you're writing, you know. So write her a love letter. Express your feelings through a love letter. Give it to her one day and say, hey, read this when you go home tonight. She get home, she get in the bed, she get to reading it, and she gets to read how you really feel about her. This makes some women feel real warm inside. This is old school. It's something that you guys call corny, but these things mean a lot to a lot of women. How many of you go out with your woman and just go to the park? Go for walks and just hold her hand and just talk to her, put your arm around her, keep her close to you. How many of you do that? These are the corny things that go a long way. A lot of you don't do this. A lot of you don't go anywhere or take your women anywhere. So you have to get into the habit of expressing love consistently with the women in your life and the women in your neighborhood. Why? Because young people see these expressions. And if they see them consistently, then they will believe that this is normal and this is the way that they should be. There's another way of teaching the young. And as a leader, this is something that you need to do because your behavior towards women is very important because the youth, they're watching, both boys and girls. They're watching how you treat women. They're watching how you treat their mothers, their sisters, their grandmothers. They're watching all of this. So your behavior has to be on point. And again, you have to change the way you talk. It's very important that when you talk to women, that you address them properly and talk to them like you got some sense. Don't go up to them talking stupid like, yo, shorty, what you doing, shorty? Man, don't talk like that. That's stupid. Be a grown man. Introduce yourself. Ask them what their name is. Strike up a general conversation. Don't be overbearing with your conversation. Be light with your words. Let them do most of the talking. You always want to get them comfortable. You always want to be somebody that they're comfortable around. And that comes with your behavior and the way you show good manners and show good respect. This is what gentlemen do. And get away from pimp culture. Pimp culture will have you end up lonely and no woman will want to be around you. Because pimp culture teaches young men to hate women and teaches them to love men. You understand? The best thing that can happen to you from following pimp culture, well, I wouldn't say the best thing, but the number one thing that'll happen to you if you're following pimp culture is that you'll turn into a homosexual. I mean, you'll get to the point where you hate women so much, you'll start loving men, which is the goal of pimp culture, is to turn you into a homosexual. And most pimps are homosexuals. Well, disliking black women as a collective. A question was put out there. What do black men do to show black women that they love them? Well, I haven't seen anything. All I've seen you guys do is express hatred. So I can't even sit up here and say, I've seen something that you guys do that express love for black women. You don't say that you love black women at all. As a matter of fact, you sit up here constantly, you say, you call them hoes and say you don't love those hoes. I don't know who you think you're doing that for, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's not going to have a woman. And the whole pump and dump thing, that's not a good course of action either. Now, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about being a goody two-shoes? Are we talking about being a gentleman? We're talking about being a gentleman. Some of you need to grow up and stop dressing like teenagers at the age of 40. Change your name, too. Change your name. Don't be 40, 45, walking around here telling somebody to call you Day-Day or Tay-Tay or Lil Smokey or Lil Mike or Lil John. All that is immaturity. Use your real name. If your name is Michael, use Michael. If your name is John, use John. Don't use little Mookie or little Tay Tay or Day Day. You're 45 years old. Grow up. Many of you got immaturity issues. That's why you don't have a woman. Women can see your immaturity. And when you look at the pump and dump video, pick the man out of that pump and dump video that's mature. Somebody can find me a mature man in that video. I didn't see one. And so when you have this kind of blatant immaturity, this turns women off. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that too. And that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show today about being consistent with your expressions of love, because it also affects the younger people. Again, whatever you do, the actions that you take towards women, the younger people see it. And if it's a consistent enough action that is negative, then they're going to believe that that's normal. So the consistent action has to be positive so they can see that as normal. So the young boys can see it's normal to love women. And so that the young girls can see it's normal to be loved by men. Now, I'm sure people are going to try to, knock me down for saying the things that I'm saying, because you have a lot of people who are messed up online that don't want to see black women have anything good. And for whatever reason, they don't want black men and black women to ever come together. They don't. But don't be one of those people. Start being the man that black women are looking for. They're looking for good men. It's not, let me tell you something. It's not hard to be a good man. I don't even know why you guys are struggling so much. You're struggling because you're listening to fools. Stop listening to these fools. Stop listening to Brokeback Samuels. Stop listening to Red Supreme. Don't listen to anybody in the conscious community. Don't listen to anybody in the manosphere or the sissy bims. Or stop listening to these guys. They're making it hard for you to be a good man. It's not hard to be a good man. It really isn't. It's not hard to be a good father. But you guys are making it hard and complicated to be a good man and a good father because you have a lot of poison in your head that's been put in there by guys like Kevin Samuels, the Manosphere, the red pill guys, the blue pill guys, the black pill guys, all these awkward dudes that are broken inside and their dial is stuck on hatred. The dial is broken. It's on hatred. You can't move the dial anywhere. It's just stuck on hatred. And so everything they say is negative towards black women. Stay clear of guys like this. Don't let that poison get into your head. And you'll see how easy it is to be a good man. Now, you have some very narcissistic, very insidious people online who thinks that they know everything. A bunch of know-it-alls. And no matter what is said, their way is better, even though their way doesn't produce anything positive. Okay? Word, shout out to the GOAT. I appreciate that. Shout out to the GOAT, man. I appreciate you mentioning me on your live. And thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. Shout out to the Gold man for being cool and mentioning me on his live stream. I really appreciate that. I'm doing my best over here to try to change some brothers. That's why we have GentCulture. GentCulture was created to combat pimp culture. GentCulture is the antithesis of pimp culture. We're teaching brothers how to be gentlemen and not womanizers, and not abusers of women, but lovers of women. Men who respect women, men who have manners, men who have good sense in their head, men who want to be good fathers. This is what we teach and preach over here on GentCulture. And I'm sure we're going to get attacked by people who want to tear it down and all that stuff. It's not going to work. You know, come do your worst. Why not? Everybody else have tried. We're still going to get our message out. It's still going to be a positive, powerful message for brothers and sisters. I do this for the brothers to help the sisters. So I'm taking it upon myself as an old school head, an old school elder who comes from the era with the right teachings to teach you young brothers to get your heads out of your asses and stop you from listening to all of this poison that's being spewed on this social media, and get you thinking properly and get you walking upright like a grown-ass mature man, somebody that a black woman would be attracted to, somebody that a black woman would be comfortable around. I'm telling you how to do it. Manners, respect, the way you look, the way you talk goes a long way. You show up and you want to court a woman, okay? And you show up, you 40 years old, you wearing a big ass fucking t-shirt that comes down to your damn thighs, and a pair of long ass shorts that stop just right over your kneecaps, showing your calves, and you got on either some sneakers or some Timbs with some low cut white socks. Now, okay, I'm going to put a challenge to the women in the chat. If a man shows up, he wants to talk to you. If he shows up, he's 35, 40 years old. He shows up, he has on a jersey, an overly large jersey, some shorts, hat turned to the back, some jean shorts, calves showing, low-cut white socks with some sneakers, some low-cut sneakers. I mean, at that point, do you think he's manly? Do you think that do you think that this man is manly, and would you look at this man at that age as a responsible man? Type 1, if it's a no. Type 2, if it's a yes. Okay, we already got a 1. We already got a no in the chat. See? Brothers, if you look at the response of the women in the chat, right, it'll tell you that I'm on the right track. See? They'll look at you as a little kid. You're too old to be dressing like that, looking for a serious relationship with a woman. Too old for that. You're 40 years old. Your teenage days are over with. That's okay if you want to be a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old. But that's not okay if you're 40, if you're 30, if you're 35. It's not even okay if you're 25. At 25, you should be learning how to dress like a grown-ass man. Now, I'm not saying that you should wear a suit every day. You could if you want to. Nothing wrong with that. But be casual. Have a casual dress about yourself that shows that you're mature. Don't come walking around a woman and trying to be serious with dating her and you're dressed like an overgrown teenager. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for her because she has to go out with you. She's dressed like a grown woman and she's going out with you, who's probably older than her, and you're dressed like a kid. That embarrasses her too because she's with you. So when people see you, they see her connected to you. So it embarrasses her too. So show up and show the woman that you're serious about her and that you care about her image by showing up dressed like a mature adult. Okay? Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the suits, but dress like a mature adult. Don't get into this overgrown hockey jersey shit. That's immaturity. Grow up. And again, change your name. Leave that street crap in the street. No little smook smook. No day day. If your name is David, to introduce yourself as David, not Day Day. No little Mookie Mook. No little John John. You're not a teenager anymore. You're a grown ass man. All right? Use your name. What are you afraid of? If your mother named you Bartholomew, then use Bartholomew. Hello, how you doing? My name is Bartholomew Wilson. What's wrong with that? If that is your name, be proud of the name that your parents gave you. Yeah, a little bow wow, little chow chow. And you 40 years old. Black men are the only ones walking around here at 35 and 40, still dressing like juveniles and talking like juveniles and having juvenile street names. Skeeter, Mike Biz, Cool L, Mark D. Come on, man. Cut it out. Stop it. Stop it. That's embarrassing for you. Even Master P uses Percy Miller now. You know? Now, some people can't get out from under their name because their name is what makes them money. Like Snoop Dogg. Snoop has his name is money, so he's not going to change it. That's different, though. Your name ain't like that. You know, if your name is not bringing in cash like that, it's not a handle for notoriety like that that makes you a celebrity, don't be using it. Use your real name. Again, if your mother named you Bartholomew and your last name is Jenkins, introduce yourself to the woman as Bartholomew Jenkins. Be honest in who you are. Women appreciate honesty coming from you. Don't be afraid or ashamed of the name that your parents gave you. If the woman wants to clown your name, then that's on her. Then maybe she's too immature for you. And maybe you should make a decision on not to be with her. But a grown woman won't do that. Grown women, they appreciate honesty. So if your name is Bartholomew Jenkins, introduce yourself as Bartholomew Jenkins. Your name is Marcus Alexander, not Marky A. Introduce yourself as Marcus Alexander, not Marky A. Or Little Fruit. These are the steps that you take to become a mature male. My brothers, maturity is very powerful when it comes down to dealing with women. Maturity and good manners. Do not underestimate women when it comes down to good manners. A well-mannered man is an interesting man. Do not underestimate women about good manners and being polite and being kind and being generous and gentle. Okay? And learn how to address them properly. Hello, how are you? You mind telling me your name? Or introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Bartholomew Jenkins. You don't even have to ask them what's their name. Let them give you their name. You know, if you greet her properly, many of them will return the greeting properly. Hello, my name is Bartholomew Jenkins. Hi, my name is Tammy Jones. How you doing, Tammy? And start a conversation from there. Don't roll up and talk about something. Yo, Tammy J, what's up with them? You looking good, girl. Don't talk like that. And get that strag shit out of your head. Start jettisoning that shit out of your head. Strags, hoes, bees. That's not how you talk to them. Talk to them with some respect. You can create good energy. Okay, so shout out to Hassan. Hassan is giving you an example. He says, ladies, my name is Hassan Burton. Hassan is the name given by my mother, and Burton is my father's name. Very good. Nothing wrong with that introduction. Nothing wrong with that. Women will find that charming. Women will find that honest. And it will make some women inquisitive. It can be an icebreaker. Some women will want to pursue that even further. Oh, really? So your father's name is Burton, and your mother gave you the name Hassan? Okay. They may start asking questions. That's a good way to break the ice. Okay? Thanks, Hassan. Very good example. Now, a lot of this information is basic, but I have to do this after what I've seen and what I've heard. A lot of you dudes don't have any basics. Don't have, and it's sad, a lot of you just don't have anything. You don't even have a standard. You don't even have a starting point. So, and I'm trying to give you a starting point. Good manners, proper introduction. Introduce yourself properly. Address the woman properly. Work on getting used to consistent expressions of love towards Black women. Because even when you're out and about and you have these things going on, you can affect other children. They see you treating women properly. They see you expressing love. If they see more of this in the community with the men, it will rub off on them. Yeah, yeah. So shout out to Hassan for that example. You know, Hassan riding with GentCulture, getting it in. Very, very good example. See how Hassan isn't immature? He's a grown ass man. He didn't say his name was Hassan B, a little haha, or HB. He didn't say that. He a grown ass man. He didn't say nothing. He said, "My name is Hassan Burton," and he gave you a small back history on how his name came into being. Hassan was given to him by his mother, and Burton was his father's name. This is an excellent expression and a good icebreaker with many women because with some women it will cause them to probe further. So this is a very good starting point. You notice he wasn't immature when he introduced himself, and women can appreciate that. You understand? So, and before I shed, and before I come to the end of the show, let's go back over the corny things. What are the corny things? Well, back in the day, we used to talk about having long walks in the park, holding hands, right? It sounds corny, but once you get a woman out there and you're walking with her, you're holding her hand, or you got your arm around her, and you're just talking. She's leaning on your shoulder. She will appreciate that personal time with you. And she will enjoy that personal time with you because that time you're spending with her and you're focused on her. You understand? Another thing, love letters. Bring back the love letters. Women love to read love letters. Write your woman a love letter. If you can't really express yourself articulately, verbally, do it through a love letter. Sit down, get your thoughts together, and put it on paper. Put a little cologne on it so she'll know it's you, and slide it to her the next time you meet her. And at the end of the meeting, before you go home, say, "Hey, baby, I wrote something for you." You know? She's like, "Oh, you did? Yeah, just check it out, before you go to bed tonight." They love it, man. They love sitting up at night in bed reading love letters and reading romance novels. She opens up a love letter and start reading what's in your heart. And that goes a long way. Bring back the love letter. These things will get you in big. Let the woman know how you feel. Don't be afraid. See, guys like Kevin Samuels and Red Pill Supreme and the Sissy Bears and the Manosphere, they teach you to be afraid to express yourself to women. And so the only other thing that you do is express hatred because you are afraid to express love. I'm here to reverse that. Throw that hatred crap out the window. Become fearless in your expressions of love for the black women in your life and black women in general. Become fearless in your expressions of love for the black women in your life and black women in general. If you do this, in the end, you will be the only one left standing. You know why? And you'll be the only one left standing, and she will be standing with you by your side. You know why? You'll be the only one left standing, and she'll be standing by your side because you'll be the one who is the winner. You feel me? And with that being said, we are at the conclusion of Gent Culture's lessons of the day. And I'm going to now bring in my partner named Frankie and ask, you always like to get her thoughts on how the show went. And then I'm going to open it up a little bit here. Let a few of you sisters come up if you want to ask questions. This is also the show where I answer a lot of questions. You can come up and pick my brain. I'm 54 years old. I have a lot of experience. I have a lot of old school teachings. I know what men are supposed to be. So if any women want to come up and pick my brain, feel free. If any of you brothers want to come up and pick my brain, feel free. But before we do that, let me talk to my partner in crime, the famous Lady Knight, Miss Dame Frankie. Hey, Dame.
Hey, Max.
What's going on? You like the show?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good advice. And thanks to the son, you have an example. And as I said in the chat, he didn't call the ladies shorty. When there's more than one, he called them ladies. If there's just one, it's miss.
Hey, what was with that person? What was her name? Let me
Miss
scroll up.
Louisiana. Yeah.
Did she have a problem? What was wrong with her? I saw her. I didn't understand her comments. I'm trying to scroll up.
She didn't believe you was telling the truth, or she thought, okay, she was like, just saying the words is a lie. Love is an action. That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then go, so you won't marry black women, but you love her? Love is an action. Okay, and then she said, okay, once you explain what you meant.
Well, expression leads to an action.
Yeah.
Expression in itself is an action.
Mm-hmm.
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 This is why I say consistent expression of love. That is an action because you're in the act of doing something. When you're expressing yourself towards the black woman, when you are showing the black woman that you love her, when you're doing things to show her that you love her, this is an expression of the love that you have for her. So that is an action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And some people think that the only way you can show love to somebody is to be intimate with them, and that's not true. You don't have to sleep with someone. You don't have to sleep with a woman to show her that you love her. You can just have an overall care for her. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why a lot of you guys don't have any good fortune because you don't care about anybody but yourselves. Care about the women in your community. Help them if you can. I told you, every chance I get, I love pregnant black women. That's my big heart right there. And Dame will tell you, the things that I want to do for pregnant black women, man, you have no idea. And every time I see a pregnant black woman, I'll always go out my way to help her. If I got money on me, I give her some money for the baby, And I've said this before, that there's nothing more beautiful in the world than a black woman with child. And I mean that, and I will stay consistent in that belief. So I love helping pregnant black women. Every time I come across them here in real life, I always go in my pocket to give them some money to help for the baby. Ask them if there's anything I can do. I buy them lunch. I do whatever. That's an expression of love. And I don't know this woman. but I care about her and I'm expressing love for her. I'm not sleeping with her. This is what I mean. Acts of kindness, being gentle, these are all expressions of love. So start expressing love for the black women in your community and black women in general. And learn how to do the corny things. Bring back the love letter. A lot of black women don't know what romance is. You're supposed to teach it to them. They're supposed to experience romance with you. You're supposed to bring romance to them as a black man. You're supposed to bring romance to them. They're supposed to learn about romance from you. You're supposed to romance them. They don't know anything about it until they get it from you. Go ahead, there, Dame. Finish talking.
Oh, yeah. Um, okay. Okay. Some guys need to work on corny. Okay. You think women do like corny, but they don't see it as corny. It appears corny to you guys, and the fact that you're willing to get past your ego, just express love to her that feels corny to you means a lot.
Mika, you 3 months pregnant? Oh, she says she's just playing. Oh, okay. uh,
Yeah. So Max is right. And Truth I already found out some of the women in the chat have told him, yeah, we love corny.
hmm
Even when we think it's corny, we love it.
Right, because it's the personal time
Mm-hmm.
that you're spending with her. She will appreciate that personal time with you. And that time she has with you is all about her. Okay? It's all about her. It's all about you. It's about you two.
Mm-hmm.
And she will love that. She will really appreciate that. And bring back the love letters. Start writing love letters, expressing yourself to your women. I'm not saying be some overly gushy, emotionally not together dude. But tell your woman how you feel sometime. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying you got to write her a love letter every day, but sometimes sit down, get your thoughts together. You know, dear babe, you know, I was thinking about you today. Something came over me.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what you were doing. Sometimes I feel like I've been empty, but when I'm around you, I feel a lot better about myself. I don't mean to sound like there's something wrong, but you just bring something different to my life. I never looked at it before because I guess before you came into my life, I never really thought about it. But once you were there and I kind of felt your energy, it made me really look at certain things about myself that I didn't know was there before. You know, real expression.
Mm-hmm.
See how easily I did that? Because that came out of my heart. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so when you go with these letters, let her know what she mean to you. And don't overdo it. Don't be on some, oh, baby, I worship the ground you walk on, and you my everything, and my little bit of this and everything. You the apple of my eye, and then start singing and shit. I'm like, you are so beautiful. No, don't do all of that. Okay? Don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just be realistic in how you feel. Yeah, I was feeling kind of down yesterday. And when we were sitting on the porch and we was talking, and I said to you, well, I don't think I'm ever going to get out of this dead end job. And you said to me, well, all you got to do is be patient and keep striving, and you'll get where you need to be. When you said that, that really meant a lot to me. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. So now when I'm ready to go to work, I have a new purpose. I want to strive harder because now I really feel that I can get where I really want to be. See that? See that?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Just the way you talking is an expression of love and an expression of gratitude. She's seeing by your words, by those words, she's starting to understand that she means something to you and that she affects you. Women want to feel needed. They want to be a part of your life. So when you're expressing these things to her, she feel like she's accomplishing that part of being in your life and being someone that you can count on, being someone that affects you in a positive way. Am I right, Dane?
Yeah, you're right.
Lay it on me, Dane.
Okay. Well, as
Exactly, Mika. Exactly. That's why I want these guys to get back to the love letter. It goes a long way when your woman knows that you're thinking about her. Not only thinking about her, but you're sharing your thoughts about how she affects your life and what she means to you. Like I said, don't overdo it. Don't get to some. I'll drink your bath water and all that other dumb shit. Just be realistic. Just be realistic about how you feel about her. And there's nothing wrong with telling her that you love her if that's what it is. Go ahead, Dane.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that you're thinking about her, like as Mika said, but also the letter. Okay, I know there's younger generation that texts a lot and stuff like that. Will
Wait,
you
wait,
be
hey, hey,
tempted to what?
hey! Shout out to Hassan Bird. He said, "Beloved, you're the honey in my tea, the sunshine to my day."
To make my day?
Okay, that's more poetic right there. See. Oh, you know what? Poems are good too, fellas. Women love poems. You know. So Mr. Hassan Bird has been a little bit poetic here.
Hmm.
Women love that too. They love poetry. And you know what? That'll work really well for a woman like Dame because Dame loves to read. So writing love letters and poetry, right, will go up. Will probably work big time with her because she loves to read.
Hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dame.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know we say write it out, but there's younger generation that be like, why I can't text it? Okay, texting you limit it in the amount of space you can fill it in, even though you write a book.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on one second. Kendall
Uh
just dropped some. Wait a minute. I got to get Kendall props on this one, man. He just dropped some fire. The
huh.
comment of the day, people. Kendall Rowland said, Mika, yes, sis. And most of the time, thinking about her don't cost us nothing, and most of us can't even do that. That's a bomb.
Hmm.
That's a bomb right there.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Shout out to Kendall Rowland. That's the comment of the day.
Hmm.
I'm gonna leave that up. Kendall Rowland with the comment of the day. That's powerful right there. It don't even cost us nothing to think about her, and most of us can't even do that. That's deep,
Hmm. Hmm.
and it's realistic. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. What he just said, unfortunately, is real. It don't cost us anything to think about you, and many of us can't even do that.
Hmm.
That's powerful right there. Shout out to Kendall Rowland with the fire comment of the day. Go ahead, Dame. I'm gonna leave that comment up.
All right.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start giving out cash apps for these comments of the day. Y'all better start getting cash apps because sometimes Max be feeling generous. You know, y'all better start getting cash apps. Go
okay.
ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was saying be tempted text, but it's freer, and you won't be tempted to cheat by using emojis. You know, if you're gonna use emoji, you can do it and let it draw it out. But it's best if you say it so she can read it. Shu says I've been had a cash out, but y'all
Don't
play.
worry. Don't worry. Truth. If you get a comment of the day, I'm gonna get you. I
Uh
said when I'm feeling generous. I'm not feeling not feeling generous today.
huh.
Uh huh.
Hmm.
I like building like this on Gen Culture. I'm gonna start having more Gen Cultures. You
Hmm.
know, the way we're talking strength and build and getting ourselves together as black men. You know, really getting our heads right about what we need to do as black men to turn this thing around. You know, because at the end of the day, it's going to move when we move. It's going to get fixed when we fix it. So we have to start clearing all of this negative shit out of our mind and start thinking more positive about our situation and how to strengthen it.
Hmm. Well, I just thought about it while I'm questioning you. What do you think of somebody saying, "Well, can't they just text the love letter?"
Well, I guess you can. I mean, we have all kinds of technology today. You're
Hmm.
right. I guess you can. I guess that would be effective because most of us live our lives online anyway. It would make sense. You know, the old school women like the handwritten letters. You know, I'm not sure what the new school women are like. You know, maybe the texting is good. You know, maybe an email is good. I mean, email is just as good as long as you're expressing your feelings and your thoughts to her. That's what really counts. And if you want to go old school, like us old school dudes, when we used to write the handwritten letters, and then put the perfume on them, not perfume, the cologne. You know what I mean? You can do that. So you should do that at least once. Send her that cologne. Send her the letter with the cologne on it at least once, so she can have it, and then you can go to the texting and the emails, right? But let her have that one thing that's tangible from you that really means something she can always go back and read over and over again and sniff the cologne and know that it's you and these are the thoughts that you put on paper that day. So give her that one letter with the cologne on it, that one love letter. And
Yeah,
then from there, you can go with the text and all that. You know.
yeah, yeah. It's more personal. It's more personal. It's
Hmm.
more effort put in it. The bad part about texting and stuff like that, that it's like a message. It's harder for her to go back to past messages. I know you're capable of saving it, but let something happen to the phone and she hasn't backed it up and it's gone. But the letter
Hmm.
she'll have in her hand, she can always go back to it um, when she's thinking of you and know, uh, read back uh, what you had thought of her or that you was thinking of her, what you felt about her. But if she has to scroll back between a meaningful text that's romantic and just day to day texting that you're having back and forth, it's gonna get lost. So I say, you know, the love letter. Leave the texting and the direct messaging for your everyday conversation or back and forth. But when you want to express to her how you feel for her or that you're thinking of her, Write a letter. Mhm.
Yeah, I think you should give her that one love letter, that physical paper, and put your cologne and make sure it's cologne that you wear all the time. Don't go buy some cologne that you don't wear and put it on there. Okay,
Oh,
buy the
okay.
cologne, right? Use the cologne that you wear all the time because remember, it's a personal connection that you have with her.
Mhm. Oh,
You
and do an
understand?
honest evaluation of your handwriting. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if she won't be able to read. I know you're gonna be tempted. Well, I could just type it out. No, no, no. Writing it out, your handwriting is more personal. It's the
Mm-hmm.
effort and the thought.
Right.
So a legal pad, paper mate, send it up with Old Spice with a fried bologna sandwich. Nobody sandwich though. Oh my goodness, it's hard.
So Hassan cutting up in the chat. The fried bologna sandwich. Whoa, man, that's some serious cholesterol right there, bro.
Unfortunately, it is, but it tastes so good. Why did
They
the
be eating them
bad
big
stuff taste so
bolo.
good?
Mississippi, they be eating them big bolo sandwiches, man. The big with the big hunk of I didn't even know what that was. I mean, what kind of sandwich? That was a bolo sandwich. What is he big bolo sandwich? Big bolo sandwiches and shit. I'm like a bolo sandwich. What the hell is a bolo sandwich, man? Guys eat big bolo sandwiches down south, yo.
Mhm.
I know, right? Big bolo joints, man. That's the one with the real big thick hunk of the real big thick hunk of bologna. They be split.
Oh,
They be frying it, them big thick ones. I'm like, what is that, man? Them big bolo sandwiches. They do it with liverwurst too. A big old hunk of liverwurst.
uh,
Yeah, that's them big bolo sandwich, like bolo. Like, damn, they out there with the bolo sandwiches down in Mississippi. You see them in other parts of the South too, but they big in Mississippi. Big bolo sandwiches.
yeah.
When they first, I
It's,
thought they were talking about a person, man. Like, what? Who's Bolo? Talking about dude from Bruce Lee?
mm-hmm. I wonder, did he pass away?
Who Bolo? No, he's still alive.
Okay, because
He
he's a
old.
lot older than most people think he is.
Yeah, he old.
Uh-huh.
He
All
said
right.
some crazy. He said some crazy shit one day talking about Jean Claude Van Damme is the best martial artist he ever worked with. Hey man, are you crazy? I lost respect for him after that.
Wait a minute. Didn't he work with Bruce Lee
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought.
And
That's what I thought he was crazy. I'm like, man, are you
Jackie Chan?
crazy? Yeah. I left him alone. I stopped respecting him after that. Talking about Jean Claude Van Damme was the best martial he ever. Man, are you nuts? Yeah, I lost respect for him after that, so I don't even mess with him no more, bro. I don't even watch his old movies. I like watching old kung fu movie. I don't even mess with his stuff no more. The only reason why I see him into the dragon because of Bruce Lee. Well, yeah, I lost respect for that, man. Talking crazy like that.
Oh well, we do say every ethnic group got their coons.
Yeah, right. And he a Korean coon.
I,
No,
I,
no, no,
think,
no,
I
no.
think
I think
Chinese.
he. Nah. I think he Vietnamese or something. I don't think he's Chinese.
Oh.
Van Damme is a bum, and has always been a bum. It's a bum, man. It's an absolute bum. That's kind of like, man, how they dissed Bruce Lee, right? When they're going to make that movie Kung Fu, and they got David Carradine. A lot of people don't realize how racist that series is.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes all the way back to when the cartoons used to have mammies and, with the big lips and dark skin and all that. Man, Kung Fu was absolutely racist. They got a white man walking around, as a Chinaman.
A mixed Chinaman.
Yeah, and then he always in some kind of smoky, spiritual mood.
What? He's a ballet dancer.
Yeah, you're talking about some grasshopper. This guy, he answers, "It is water that has made you whole. It is the water that has carried healing." Like, man, what? But hey, man, something going on. We cannot understand nature if nature is understanding us. Like, what? Hey, man, get out of here, man, with this old fake fortune cookie. I mean, it's. How many people know that that's a racist series? How many people know that whole series was created out of racism?
I didn't find out about it until I read the autobiography of Bruce Lee. I was like, what? They did what? Oh, man.
Yeah.
It would have been great with Bruce Lee.
That's why they don't hardly show it no more, because the Bruce Lee movie, told the truth about it. And I think they stopped running the reruns. You can't really find, you can find them on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I think they stopped running the replays of them. They took them off. That whole thing is racist, man. That whole thing was created out of racism. You had a white man walking around, playing a Chinaman from actual real mainland China. What? No white man living in mainland China. And then he got blonde hair, man, walking around looking like a country bumpkin.
Maybe that's why they shaved his head so often.
And then they disrespect him, got him walking around pretty much like a goddamn white slave with no shoes, torn pants, like a runaway slave, a hat made out of straw, some cowboy vet. I mean, they got him looking like a white runaway slave. Just absolute blatant disrespect all over the place. I don't even know how Chinese people can take, because I would have been screaming about that. Like, man, how dare y'all sit up here and slap us in the face with some white boy walking around pretending that he's black? Imagine that, man. You got a white boy in Roots playing Kunta Kinte. Come on, man. How that's gonna look?
I would want to see it just for the whipping scene.
Yeah. Well, no, they're probably gonna change that scene up.
Yeah, I'd be like, wait a minute, I'll entertain it if we do the whipping scene.
Oh man, you know what? Tom Cruise and last he got his ass whooped too. When he was trying to fight that little boy, his father whooped his ass. I love that. That's the only thing I like about that movie. When he was sword fighting with that young boy, and his samurai father jumped in and whooped his white ass. That was one of the best parts of the movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about? When he was fighting a little boy in the village, they were play fighting, they was practicing, and he was getting all aggressive, and then his father came and moved the boy out of the way and whooped his ass. Whooped his white ass, and I loved every minute of it. That's the best part in the whole movie. And then the The Shogun was a coon. He was a coon.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. The Shogun, the leader, he was a
uh,
coon. He was an absolute coon, a kabuki coon.
Kabuki cool.
Yeah, a kabuki coon. He was a coon. The Shogun was a coon. The Shogun is the master samurai, the leader. The
Mm.
Shogun. Yeah, man, he was a coon. And when the guy Ito got killed, right? Because he tried to kill Tom Cruise, he gonna go back and tell Ito's wife, no, it was Ito tried to kill the American. It was karma. I was like, you fucking coon. Yeah, oh man, he made me mad, yo. He made me mad. You bring this filth back to our village, and you done kill one of our warriors. You gonna come back here and slap his wife in the face? Yeah, he was a coon, man. But I loved every minute of when that the samurai that was dressed in black all the time with the hair flying everywhere. He whooped Tom Cruise's ass.
Mm.
Whooped his ass. And I enjoyed every minute of it. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie because he looked like a big bully. I mean, he was really going after the kid, trying to overpower the kid. Man, his father came in, snatched the kid out of the way, and took his place and whooped his ass. And I was cracking up. And back to the kung fu thing. Um, I mean, that's blatantly racist, man. And you know what? They showed that for a long time. I remember the first time I saw that, right? I didn't know what it was. I was real young when I first saw Kung Fu. It's called Kung Fu. I didn't even know what it was, but it was good, but I didn't know that the white dude was supposed to be a Chinaman. I didn't know, David Carradine was supposed to be a Chinaman. It's just something as a kid I just started watching. I never really paid attention to the fact that he was supposed to be Chinese. You know, I mean, they walking around calling him Chinaman and whatnot. I was like, are you kidding me? And he was like, hey, Chinaman, get off my property. Flowing water moves in one direction. If you disturb it, you will upset reality. Like, what? And he did stuff like that, man.
Oh, he's still doing that. It's like he's constantly in character. David
Yeah.
Carradine no longer exists. The character for Kung Fu exists. If you look at every movie he ever did since then, it's like he's constantly playing that character.
Yeah. I'm like, man, are you serious, man? Like, when I was a kid, it was good. But when I got old, I started looking like, man, what is this? When I started getting conscious and understanding what's going on, so I looked at it again, like, man, what is this BS? He's not Chinese. That's when I really started to see the truth about what it was as I got older. I was like, man, this is BS, man. What are you talking about? Uh, hey,
Um,
Chinaman. Hey, Chinaman. Don't come around here no more. It is the pigeon that doesn't fly, that sees the way, that is not lost. What?
quoting fortune cookies.
Yeah, it is the pigeon that doesn't fly, that sees the way, that is not lost. Man, what you talking about, man? Like, I
Like
could have been in the movie.
he's quoting fortune cookies. He's a fortune cookie. I figure if I flip him over, he'll start. I find the numbers for the next lottery.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, I just thought of a character, Dave.
No.
Bro Fu. Okay, let's do it. I'm Bro Fu. You know, ask me a question. Um, Kendall Rowland. Okay, this is Bro Fu. Mr. Kendall. David Carradine died because the air did not see the way to the flowing water. When the air did not see the way to the flowing water, the ground that he hit was unmoving, and he did not get up. Come on, Dave. You're supposed to be
Okay.
like, okay,
Okay.
what the hell? You know, okay, introduce me to everybody. I'm Bro Fu.
You bro food.
Yeah, ask me what's up. Okay, y'all. We about to do a Bro Fu skit. We just made it up. We just gonna see how it sounds. Okay, damn. Introduce me as Bro Fu.
Okay, hold on a second. Hello, everyone. I want to introduce you to our Kung Fu master of the Ebony Star Network. Everybody, bring your hands together for Bro Fu.
I am delighted to be here. It is the white rice that encourages me to stay starchy.
Okay.
Ask me a question. Hey, anybody got a question for Bro Fu? Hey man, y'all ask me some. Come on, y'all. I'm testing this new character. Ask me some questions. Go ahead.
Okay, Bro Fu, where did you
Hmm.
learn your Kung Fu?
When I was a child, the flowing water collided with my face. On the end of the water was a hand. I did not know my face was not supposed to be there. So I asked the flowing water, why did I get hit? And the flowing water said, because you did not move. And this was the beginning of my teaching.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Why was your face into the water?
When a pigeon waddles when it walks, it is because it is a natural occurrence. When my face was in the way of the hand at the end of the water, it was an unnatural occurrence.
All right. Here's our first questions for you. Bro Fu, do you got that glow from the master?
It takes many years to teach the inner spirit to come out. Once the inner spirit comes out, it is necessary to get the spirit a haircut.
Okay. You're not afraid when the spirit come out that it's gonna take off?
Not without a haircut. The spirit will do nothing without a haircut.
So when was your last haircut?
2 days ago,
So since you had a haircut, what happened with the spirit?
it decided that it wanted to make its own decision. So, me as a host, I am to assist the spirit and allow it to make its own decision. Its decision was to leave me alone because it did not like the haircut.
Okay, so does that mean you a soulless person?
Yes, but my spirit is always with me. It just gets here a little late.
Okay, another question um, from Hassan Burton. Bro Fu from Harlem.
I am
Oh,
from I am from where the brown leaves touch the ground and fly in the wind again.
okay. So the Windy City.
You can say so.
Okay. All right. All right. More applause. Okay, Bro Fu. Are you? Do you use weapons in your kung fu, or is it strictly hands?
When one is faced with a challenge that is higher, one must go higher than the challenge.
Huh? Okay. So okay. Okay. All right. Here's another question, Bro Fu. Do you protect women and children?
Yes,
What? That's it? Just yes?
yes. I protect them with a mighty blow. The mighty blow is called Kung Fu Grip.
Wait a minute. That sounds like a grab, not a blow.
It is most powerful. You usually use it around someone's neck.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Um. So,
You come close to the children, I will use Kung Fu Grip around your neck.
all right. Okay. So, what do you call your kung fu style?
My style is one who sells baseball hats to another who takes two things in their hand and shake them from side to side and roll them on the floor to one who is flipping on the carpet to one who is walking backward although his feet are going forward. That is my style.
Okay. Okay. Is there a short name for that style? Because if I had to
Yes,
put it that. Oh, okay.
yes. It is called the baseball dice shooting moonwalk.
Okay. All right. Hassan. Oh, hey, Joe W. All right. Hassan got another question. Bro, Fu, do you think you can beat Mike Tyson?
Yes, Mike Tyson has a energy flow that is powerful, but to defeat a powerful energy, you must not stand still.
Okay. All right. So, well, that makes sense. I wouldn't be standing still if he was swinging neither. All right. All right. So, Bro, Fu, are you married?
Yes, my wife's name is Flowing Water.
Oh, wait a minute. That takes a whole new meaning to your face and flowing water.
Yes,
So, do you have any? Wait a minute. Does she practice? Does she do kung fu too?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
One day she had went to a place that performed several things to her hair, to her liking. And when she came home, I had a fan blowing.
Mm-hmm.
And she walked into the fan, and the fan had undone the things that they did to her hair, and she had to think of water flowing towards my way with her hand on the end of it, which collided with my right jaw. This is
Mm.
how I learned bon fu.
Okay. All right. The chat is laughing.
What's up, everybody? We just coming to the tail end of Gen Culture. We just having some fun with a new character that I made up off that old racist series called Kung Fu with David Carradine. I think he died in some kind of sexual manner, Kendall.
No, they just said asphyxiation.
Yeah, but he was doing some kind of sex act.
Wow.
Yeah, that he died and it cost him his life. It was some kind of near death experience um, sexually. I don't know, and it went wrong or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't make it. Shout out to Brooklyn in the house. Malika, what's going on? Joe Dub, what's up, Joe? Well, y'all missed Gen Culture. I think Charlene, you was here for Gen Culture, right? Right now, we just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and Dame having a little fun. I was developing a new character named Bro Fu.
Yeah. You know, we figured
We got the
nobody
link in
had
the
any questions for Gent Culture.
yeah, we got the link in the chat. If you guys want to come up and hang out with us for a little while. Sonny Chiba was in Kill Bill. I didn't know that. I didn't see Sonny Chiba in Kill Bill.
I thought David Carrington was playing.
Yeah, kid. I knew it was some kind of sex act or something. How the hell you hang yourself while you jerking off? Who the hell does that?
Asphyxiation kind of thing. I guess he
Yeah,
used.
but how the hell? Okay, what are you doing hanging yourself, jacking off? I don't. That doesn't compute.
Uh, hey, old perverts got to find new ways to get off.
How the hell do you hang? We're to do a show on that called "How the hell do you hang yourself jacking off?" You know, I mean, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know how the hell you do that. I didn't think Sonny Chiba was. I didn't know Sonny Chiba. I didn't see Sonny Chiba in Kill Bill. I saw my man from Master Killer. I saw Gordon Liu. I saw Gordon Liu in there teaching some old bony white woman all these super moves. Nah, I didn't see Sonny Chiba in there. Nah. If he was in there, man, they got that one by me. Yeah, I saw Gordon Liu in there though. In there teaching old
Oh,
girl.
oh, wait a minute. I think he was. I was looking at a picture of him. I think he was the perverted old man in the beginning when they were talking about what all the girls went through. That was part of Kill Bill's group, the
Sonny
Japanese girl.
Chiba?
Yeah.
I had no idea he was in Kill Bill. That boy, I got to go back and look at that one. I can't believe they got that one by me. I'm a big Sonny Chiba fan. I can't believe I didn't see him in Kill Bill. Wow, they got that one by me, man.
Hmm.
Sonny Chiba? They got that one by me. For real, for real.
That's because I don't think he
Ooh.
actually fought. He actually fought. I think it's because he was
Okay,
kind of.
all right. Kendall said Sonny was in there. Hey, Kendall, man, we gave you props on that comment you made, man. That was powerful, brother. Me and Dane was giving you props on that comment. It still stands as the comment of the day,
Oh,
comment
hold
of the
on.
week, as a matter of
Okay.
fact.
Let me put Kendall's back because I was showing the signs question. Hold on. I'll put it back.
So, Kendall, is this more what you like, brother? You know, brothers building, teaching, you know, because I do this show for the brothers, you know, to try to get our heads together, you know, try to bring some of these young brothers along. We got Truth in here. He's a young brother, you know. I'm hoping to attract more young brothers. I really want the young brothers, and I want you older brothers in here to participate in helping me work on the minds of these young brothers and get their heads straight. That's why I would like Hassan and Kendall and you older brothers in here. Once we get more young brothers in here, okay, I would like for you guys to spring to life and help me teach these young brothers, you know. So we're going to keep doing it. We're going to try to attract more young brothers because this show is for the young brothers. This is for the black men. You know, we need to get our heads together. This is where we throw all of the negative shit out, focus on the positive things, how we can fix the things that's broken, fixing ourselves, getting our minds right. And I want it to be a strong influence on the young brothers. This is where we fight pimp culture. You know, and we're starting to get away from all of the negative stuff about black men. We're starting to try to get more into the positive builds. I got two more shows I'm working on. One is called Black Ops. I'll tell you about what that's going to be. And then I got two more shows in the works. What's up, Polo? Man, we got our ass kicked today, bro. We got too many injuries, man. Our defense is a damn turnstile. Can't stop nobody. Can't stop nobody, man. Too many injuries. I don't know if that line is gonna do it, man. They rookies. I don't want to. I don't want to pass judgment yet. It's their first year. Nah, we could have. If we would have had our people, man, we would have beat them. We ain't got nobody. We only got. Man, we lost Stephon Tuitt. We lost our big nose tackle. Man, we lost a lot of people, man. Our defense is just a sham of what it was. You know, people just running through us like we Swiss cheese, bro. We can't stop nobody. Too many injuries. Everybody banged up. We lost Juju Smith-Schuster. Everybody's banged up, man. We got too many injuries. You know, I know that ain't no excuse, but it is what it is, man. You know, when you lose top players, you're gonna suffer. And we ain't getting enough people back. We got what's the name back today? We got Mika back, and we got TJ Watt back, but they not even 100%. And plus, we still missing Joe Hayden. You know, so they just burning us, man. And we ain't got our run stuffing guys up front. Tuitt is out. Tyson Alualu is out. We can't stop the run. Devin Bush is starting to look like a bum because he ain't got nobody to protect him up front. So he's being posterized, you know. Yeah, because we ain't got nobody out there guarding him, bro. That's why he said we ain't got nobody. Yo, man, dude, we got guys like Pierre and We ain't got no corners out there, man. We ain't got no corners. We ain't got no corners. We ain't got nobody up front. Devin Bush getting beat down because we can't protect him. We ain't got no, our whole run stuff in front is injured. The only one we still got is Hayward. He's like a one-man band out there. I know, right? We got rid of Ingram, and the thing that bothers me is if we got rid of Mike Hilton. I was really bothered by that. And it came back to Hunters, man. He had a pick six. They should have never got rid of Mike Hilton, man. 1 minute, y'all. I want to talk sports with Polo real quick. Yeah, and we got, like I said, we got Tyson Alualu out. Stephon Tuitt is out. Our whole front is out except Cam Hayward. Can't stop the run. We can't defend the pass. We ain't got no corners. We just got, Mika back, our safety, but there ain't no corners out there. We ain't got no corners. TJ Watt is back, but, you can only do so much with that hip. And our other pass rusher on the other side is out. I mean, everybody's out, man. And we just lost Robert Spillane. I mean, we jacked up, man. If we would have had our people, man, we'd have beat them easily, bro. We'd have beat them easily. And we should have won that Charger game. We get ran through, man, like a turnstile. Can't stop nobody. I thought Joe Nixon was going to run up 200 yards on us. Yeah, but we ain't got nobody around him, man. We missing. The thing that really hurt is Tyson Alualu is out. He's out. Without him, we can't stop the run. He sets everybody else up. We can't stop the run without him. And Stephon Tuitt is out. Right there, our defense has been weakened damn near about 70%. No, without them two guys. Them two guys changed the whole defense, bro. Watch when them two guys come back. Watch how the defense changes when they come back. All of a sudden, it's going to look like we got corners again because we're going to be getting pressure on the quarterback. You ain't going to be able to double team and triple team TJ Watt no more. You ain't going to be able to double team Cam Hayward no more. I'm telling you, man, those guys are really hurting us. I know, man. We can't stop nobody, man. Like I said, Tyson Alualu is gone, bro. Hey, come on up here for a minute, Polo. You ain't got to type in the chat. We can rock up here, you know what I mean? The show's over anyway, man. We just chilling. They ain't dropped the link. Yeah, man, we getting killed, bro. And I know Mike Tomlin frustrated, man. I think we can't get Najee Harris going, man. Our offensive line of rookies, man, they can't block work shit right now. It's going to take some time. They probably ain't going to gel or really be anything until next year. But they got to get bigger and stronger. You get beat up front. They might be right back.
Okay. All right. Understand. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay. Ladies, Charlene. Yeah. Well, no, I think Charlene was here for parts of it. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well turn into sports talk. Well, we're just cutting up a skit, new character.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You just need a few minutes. He's watching kids. All right.
Good, Dame. Take it over for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
What? Uh, okay.
Well, Gen Culture's over with. You can pretty much talk about what you want. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
what I want. What do I want to talk about? Eh, well, all that talk about Kung Fu and Kill Bill and David Carradine makes me think maybe we should do another let's talk about sex segment for ladies' night. Mm, yeah, as much fun as it is teasing the sissy bands about the sex doll. It's played out. I think we know just about everything with that. But yeah, but lengths that men will go to get a piece of a little something strange, or going to the asphyxiation aspect of it. Well,
Polo.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Queen? How you doing, Queen Dame?
I'm
What's
doing good. Hmm.
Man, that line,
up?
man. I know they rookies, man, but hey, man, they can't block nothing, man. I mean, Najee can't get going for nothing, dude.
Yeah, well, see, I keep telling you, man, Max. Listen, man, Cincinnati. I know everybody want to look at Cincinnati like the same old Cincinnati that used to get ran through and stuff like that, but they showed light last year. But see, Jamar Chase, man, I'm telling you, man, he was that top five pick. He got criticized heavily for how he played in the preseason. Remember that he had the four drops. Ever since then, he has hit the ground running. You gotta watch that dude, Max. That dude is
Yeah, I
special coming
mean,
out of LSU, man.
they good, but we can beat them, man. We just hurt. We ain't got nobody playing.
Mhm.
We ain't got nobody, ain't got no defense, bro. Then my whole defense is shot, man.
Y- yeah, y'all. Well, I think another thing that killed y'all too, Max, was of course the penalties because
Yeah,
y'all had 30 to their 18. Like I told you earlier, it was a rush yard that y'all had 51,
yeah,
they had 198. You know
go.
what
We
I'm saying?
can't stop the run, man. We ain't got Tyson Alou. He's hurt. And we ain't got
Right.
we, we ain't got Stephon. I'm telling you, we get them two guys back, they're gonna change the entire defense. They're gonna
Right.
change the
When
entire defense. I'm telling you.
when are they? Because y'all are. The Browns are above y'all right now. That's the shame.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not.
And the
I don't think.
Ravens,
Yeah. I don't think we're going to the playoffs, man.
man,
I
that's
know
a
this sucks for Ben. This ain't the way he wanted to go out, but we got too many injuries, man. Juju ain't coming back. We still
hmm
haven't heard nothing about Tyson Lulu. They didn't put him on injured reserve yet.
hmm
Hopefully he'll be back soon. But that's
hmm
our run stuffer, man. Without him, we can't stop the run.
So you don't think y'all gonna make you can make a push
Nah,
for the
man.
next
Nah,
for the
not if
next
we don't.
six
Not
games?
if we don't get our guy. The defense is Swiss cheese, bro. We can't stop nobody in the pass. Can't
Hmm.
anybody is running the ball on us like crazy. They running the muck on us. We can't stop nobody. Can't
Yeah,
stop nobody, man.
that's what we did today. That's what Tampa our squad did today. We killed the Colts on the run because what we
Yeah,
did we neutralized them by using Leonard Fournette and just took advantage of what the Colts had to give us. You know what I'm saying? We took
yeah.
what the defense gave us. You feel?
Man, we can get Tyson a little back and step onto it. That changes things, but we got to get him back quick, man.
Right.
Can't lose. And we
Right.
got Baltimore coming up. We ain't gonna beat Baltimore. And their specialty is running the ball. Nah, not
Hmm.
with that defense. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be
they
another loss.
they at the top. They're at the top of the chain right now, and this is another thing too, man. Oh, the Bengals are, like I told you, man, the Bengals are 7-4. They second in your division.
Yeah, you know, they beat us when we first lost everybody. When we lost Tyson Lue, we lost Stephon Tuitt. They beat us then when we was hurt, and this time we showed up with no defense at all, and
Hmm.
they just ran through us, man. They just ransacked us, man. And
Right.
can't stop nobody, and then we can't run the ball. That offensive line, they all rookies. Maybe they're gonna be something in the future, but they ain't nothing right now. They can't. They just got beat up front.
Listen,
The Bengals just beating us up on both sides of the ball, man.
this is going to be epic too, Max, because let me tell you why. This is if y'all don't make the playoffs or whatever, this will be Mike Tomlin's first losing season ever with
Yeah.
the organization. I
Well,
think
we can
that's
still.
phenomenal.
Well, he can still have a winning season and not make the playoffs. He can still go
Yeah.
500, but he can't lose like too many more games. We got a 17-game season, so that extra game helps him out. We can still go 500 and still not make the playoffs.
Hmm.
But I think the number is 3. We lose 3 games, he's gonna have a losing season.
Yeah, Tom, his 14 consecutive non-losing season is going to be tied for the longest streak in league history.
Yeah,
You know that?
yeah. Just ain't got the horses. Yeah.
That's
Hey man, we
hey
just
dog, hey Max, and guess what? He a black coach.
Yup.
He black. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Dame? He black.
And right now, man, we just ain't got the horses. Everybody talking about, well, it's no, you got to play. Yeah, I understand that, but there's a reason why those guys are starters because they good, man.
Hmm.
I mean, we got guys out there named James Pierre. We ain't got Hayden now. We ain't got no corners.
Hmm.
And check
Well,
this out. We played the Chargers with nobody except Cam Hayward. I still
right.
don't even know how we stayed in that game. All we
Yeah.
had
Well,
on defense was Cam Hayward. We didn't have TJ Watt. We ain't have Mika Fitzpatrick. We ain't have nobody. And Devin Bush getting knocked around like a pinball because he ain't got nobody up front to protect him.
right.
Get
How
knocked
old is
around
he?
like he's a young dude, man. I think this is his second year, third,
Yeah, you
yeah,
got
second
gotta give
year,
him time. Gotta give
and
him
he
time to
run,
grow.
yeah, he running
Eh,
around like a chicken with his head cut off. He don't even
eh,
know what to do because he getting beat up.
Hey, and Max, I got something
Hmm.
else that's gonna really even amplify you being pissed off right now. Check it. The Chiefs, they back at the AFC. They back at the top at the AFC West now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they started off at the bottom.
I don't think we're going to the playoffs, man. We just got too many injuries. Like I said, we don't get Tyson Lue back. It's a wrap.
Right.
I got to go check to see what his status is. I don't know if they put him on. I haven't heard him going on IR yet.
Hmm.
Stephon Tuitt so far is not on IR.
Hmm.
But if we don't get them guys back, that's it. Because we can't
Man.
stop nobody. If we
So,
would
so
listen, if we would have had those guys today, we'd have beat Cincinnati, man, easily.
I
They wouldn't
don't
have been
know.
able to score.
We'll see. And well, no, man, Max, Cincinnati, man, they they're better than what people give them credit for.
Go
Especially,
back and
especially.
go back and look at my team when my defense is intact.
I
Because nobody scored.
mean, when did y'all start losing y'all pieces? I think
The
y'all started
third,
losing y'all people. What,
the we
third
lost
or
them in
fourth
the
game?
second. We lost them in the second game. They went down in the second game against the Bills. No, no,
No,
not the
no, no, no,
Bills.
no, no, no.
They went down in the second game. They started going down in the second game, and then we lost the rest of them in the third game against the Bengals. So when we was playing the Bengals, we was already depleted. And then we kept losing people, and then we lost T.J. Watt and Mika Fitzpatrick. And so we just got them two back, but we still don't have Tyson Lue. and we don't have but Stephon Tuitt. If we get them two back, ain't nobody gonna be able to run on us,
Let's
and that's
see.
gonna open it. That's
Okay,
gonna open up the pressure.
because let's see. Because yeah, y'all beat because the Panthers they beat y'all, and
Now
then
we didn't play the Panthers.
the no, I'm talking about during preseason. Then y'all
Yeah.
came. Then that first game y'all beat the Bills, but y'all lost against the Raiders, and then the Bengals beat y'all even when y'all had y'all horses. They beat y'all
Nah, we
early in
didn't.
the season.
Nah, by the time we played them, like we started losing people. We started losing people. We lost what
Cause
to
y'all
it.
played the Bills. Y'all played the Bills that
Yeah,
first
we beat
game.
the Bill. Yeah, we beat the Bills, but we lost to it when we played the Bills. He was already gone by the time we played the Raiders. We played the Raiders. We lost Tyson Alualu. We lost Isaiah Buggs. We lost our whole defensive front that could stop the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Lou, because he was there. Yeah, he was there. He was there that
yeah.
game.
I just
Lou,
remember
I'm
we
talking
didn't even
about Lou.
right. I just remember we didn't even got Isaiah Buggs. He hurt too. Our whole
And
dude, our whole defensive front, other than
I know what you're saying.
Cam Hayward, yeah.
I know what you're saying. I
And
mean,
then
and I give you that. Go ahead.
we lost our secondary. Hayden is out. Mika is out. My man on the other side over there, the real stud corner, he's out. You know, we got guys like Pierre, Terrell Edmonds is getting exposed. Um, Bush is getting exposed. He ain't got no horses up front. He getting knocked around like a pinball. They getting to him. They putting the hat on him. You know.
Yeah,
And,
are you talking about Norwood? Not Norwood,
um,
huh?
nah, man, we have another tight corner. We have another good
Norwood
corner.
or Sutton
Um, no, Sutton is
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Sutton is back. Like for example, right? That play against San Diego
Mm-hmm.
when Herbert threw that touchdown, right? That would have
Mm-hmm.
never happened if Mika was in there. Those guys got sucked inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that would have never happened. That would have never happened if Mika was there. If Mika was
Right.
there, we would have won that game. We should have won that game. You know, and Cincinnati got a defense. Like I said, they were beating us up, man, up front. I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, man. My line looked like little boys, man. I mean, they were just beating the hell out of my line, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm just surprised you don't. I mean, I ain't saying you don't like him, but I'm just surprised, man. Nobody really giving um, Jamar Chase is
Nah,
just
they
due,
good. I'm
man.
not saying they're not good. They good, man.
Because
They good, but
he's
I know, right, but I know we can beat them. You
because
know what I'm saying?
he set the record this year, Max, for receiving yards at 645. Nobody's ever
Yeah,
done that as a rookie, man.
yeah.
You know
I
that's something
mean,
to look for. He gonna be a
he
Hall of
remind me
Famer.
of the guy that killed himself. He used to play for Cincinnati a while back. Um,
Who?
Not Braden. That was the other one. Um, the one that jumped out the pickup truck, killed himself.
Damn.
Chris Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was sad, man. He jumped out the.
I forgot about that.
You know what it was over? It was over
Oh, girl.
money. Yeah, his
Oh
wife
no.
was picking out all of this stuff, and he was like, "Who gonna pay for all of this?" And they got
Hmm.
into an argument, and she was driving the pickup with him in the back, and he jumped out, killed himself.
Yeah. Man,
And he
man.
has, you know what? He has CTE.
Yeah, CTE. Yeah. You
Yeah,
know
he has
that's funny.
CTE.
That's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's ironic that you brought that up because you brought up somebody else that I meant to talk to you about that one day. You brought up Junior Seau.
Yeah, Junior Seau. He tried to
Yeah,
kill himself twice.
yeah, and he actually went ahead and did it.
Uh-huh.
We met Junior Seau, man. He came to our high school, and because you know, Max, I used to go to I went to school with Charles Tillman, aka Peanut.
Peanut Tillman,
Yeah,
the
I
master
went
of
to
the punch out.
yeah went to school with him, but real good brother. He was matter of fact he was a receiver in high school, but you know, man, he came and he, you know, this was you would never think that them guys was going through that sort of thing. He kept it together,
Hmm.
but man, off the scenes, man, you never know what them guys is going through, man.
That's why I brought it up because this is stuff that black people don't know about, especially black parents. High school
Hmm.
football players, they suffer from CTE too.
Right.
You
And
know,
you
this
know,
is this is.
down here in
uh
Texas, Max. I mean, cut you off, man. You know,
mm
down here in Texas, you already know, and I think Dame knows too. Football is a religion.
Yeah, it's big in Texas,
It's a
man.
religion,
It's
especially high
big.
school football.
Hey, yo, man, what's up with Dallas Carter? They still got a monster. Jesse Armstead came out of Dallas
Yeah,
Carter.
everybody came out of Dallas Carter, man.
Where's Dallas Carter at though? Is that in Dallas? Or
Yeah,
is it in
that's it's in Dallas.
uh
It's in an area called Oak Cliff. I think Dame knows what I'm talking about. It's out of
uh
Oak Cliff. Yeah, they
yeah,
played the
yeah,
Mojo back in the days, but yeah,
yeah,
they still doing their thing out here.
yeah, yeah.
Still,
Jesse Armstead came out of there.
hmm
You know, a lot of people came out of Dallas Carter, man. It's a big school.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
but
and
they take it serious out here, Max, man. Like how they take
yo,
like, cause you from Brooklyn. How okay? You remember that movie about Booger and all them Soul in the Hole, that street ball, that movie they came out with a while back. It's called Soul in the Hole. I don't think a lot of people remember,
I ain't never seen it.
but it's a basketball movie. But how they basically what I'm saying is how New York, how they take basketball
Oh,
that
you mean like
serious.
Blue Chips? That movie?
No. That's the actual. This was about street ball. This was
Oh,
about
oh, the street
this.
ball aspect. Okay.
Yeah, this was about Ed Booger Smith. I think Max knows who he is. He was a point guard
Hmm.
in New York. But how they take football or basketball serious on
Very
the
good,
East
man.
Coast in New York, that's how they take
Hmm.
football here in
Yeah,
Texas.
football's big, man. The Permian Panthers. Um, Jesse Armstead said he played in that game. That was on the movie with Booby Miles, the one they did about Booby
Yeah,
Miles.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you know, yeah, Jesse Armstead said he played in that game. Um, but yeah, man, we got to get our horses back, or it's over for us, man. I'm tired of seeing people run us over like that, man. That shit is disgusting, man. We the Steelers, bro. We don't get
Yeah,
ran
definitely.
over. We run over people.
Yeah, hey, well,
You know what I mean?
I was going to ask you this, Max. Do you think it's time for Ben to go?
It is. I wanted him to leave this year.
Uh huh.
But Dwayne Haskins is tripping, man. You see, brothers got to cut it out, man, with this lazy ass attitude. You know, he could have
Man.
played in that game when Mason Rudolph was effing up. He's the better quarterback. He could have played, man, but
Uh
he had a bad pregame warm up.
Max. Max.
Uh huh.
I threw this out here, and this involves Dame too. I threw that question out there for a reason. Now think about it. This to me it's a little bit of a race issue. Ben Roethlisberger, you know what he did, man. If that had been a black quarterback, man, they'd have put him under there. Now think about it. You got Deshaun Watson, right? He's out there. Well, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Ben Roethlisberger struggling, riddled with injuries, getting older, or would you have somebody? They said allegations. They haven't banged no gavel about Deshaun Watson, and it's just allegations. Man, put him on a squad and let him start doing it. And he's still in the AFC.
Yeah, I'd have definitely wanted Deshaun Watson. Man, that pick six that been through the day was horrible, man.
Mm.
You know, and this offense from Matt Canada, man, he on some bullshit, bro. And we only got one wide receiver, man. Like, where's the rest of the wide receivers at? You only got one wide receiver, man. They ain't using the other. They're not using the other wide receivers, and they can't run block. Keep running Najee Harris, but you can't run block. And I'm afraid he gonna get hurt because they can't run block. You know, and he needs a line, man. He needs somebody who can block. Guys can't block, man. Every time you turn around, there's somebody in the backfield, man.
I mean,
I know.
this is what they should do. They should go ahead, pick up pick up a guy like Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? Pick up some younger horses. Just go ahead, sit down, Ben. Tell them, hey, look, we got to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did it to
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
he not coming. Yeah, he not coming back next year.
You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is last year. He ain't coming back.
And then
He ain't coming back next year.
on top of that, you know, you gave okay. Another thing that pissed me off too, Max and Dane, is the fact that okay, yeah, they give Cam another opportunity in Carolina and everything, but guess why? Because he took the jab. If he wouldn't have took the jab or anything, no NFL teams wouldn't have did anything for him. But Aaron Rodgers get out there and play after he lied about taking the jab. Man, come on, man. Listen, go ahead, get Deshaun Watson out there. Let him play. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Funny you should mention the Ben Roethlisberger thing, right? Here's one thing I never understood. Mm-hmm. How does two off-duty officers, right, okay, let him be in the bathroom with an underage girl and stand guard outside and they don't get fired?
Exactly.
How did they not get fired?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm telling you, man, it is racism. And I think I don't know if they're trying to sabotage Mike Tomlin. I don't know what it is, but all those injuries, man, I mean, I don't know. I guess it happens. I've seen teams get decimated by injuries before. You know, I guess it's our turn. So we lost a lot of people.
We were in the beginning of the season. You see what we was going through, our defense with Tampa. But now we starting to, because now Gronk is starting to play good, and we got our defense back. You know, so you know Richard Sherman. You know he's on our squad too, but he was hurt.
He got CTE.
You know,
he got CTE. He got CTE, bro.
Oh, you think he does?
Yeah, he got CTE.
What you talking about because of that incident that happened?
Yeah. That's not the last you're gonna see.
What about the dude that was beating up the Karen?
I believe he's got CTE too. I believe he's suffering from CTE too.
Because he was I'm talking about beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, beating the crap out of her. And like I said, we don't condone that, but
we gotta go into the history of these football players. How young were they when they first started? Were they in the Pee Wee leagues? Did they start in junior high when they were 12 and 13 and stuff like that? The younger they were when they started playing, the more likely the damage.
Right.
And Dame, I'm sorry, Max. I meant to tell you, hey Max, check this out. Guess who lost their memory when they asked him something, and everybody was shocked that he did?
Who?
Floyd Mayweather.
What? Well,
they asked that. No, I'm not even playing. Go look it up. Y'all know I don't lie. Hey, Max and Dame, and I got to give Dame props on this because me and Dame.
He lost his memory?
He lost his memory. They asked him a question, Max, and you know Mayweather's pretty sharp. That's the reason why he switched up his style because he wanted to, he wanted to be able to be assertive. He wanted his cognitive skills to be good after boxing. That's why he wasn't doing all that, despite in the same way that he was. He was more defensive or whatever. He wanted to be longevity. Well, they asked him a question, Dame and Max, and
Mm-hmm.
he forgot about what it was that they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I mentioned that is because Dame, we were talking. Remember, we were talking about Mike Tyson,
Uh-huh.
and before you could get in the ring, and Mike Tyson well into his 50s and stuff. He was about to fight, uh, Holyfield or Roy Jones and
He
everything. But
about to
before
beat.
you,
Yeah. Well, he
But
about to beat the hell out of Jake Paul.
mhm.
yeah,
Mhm. But
And Jake Paul
you
got it. I'm
gotta
telling you, Jake
understand.
Paul got a death wish, bro.
But for a lot of Mike Tyson's career, he was knocking out people, so he wasn't getting hit as often as some
mm,
Yeah,
boxers were.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but late in his career, he was taking beatings, man. That
Mm-hmm.
the one he took from Buster Douglas was pretty bad. Then he took
Mm-hmm.
another bad one from Lennox Lewis, beating
Mm-hmm.
him all upside the head. Then he took a couple of more. You know,
But
he took a couple.
Mike Tyson, Max, because I know you from Brooklyn.
No, I never. I know people who know him,
Mm,
and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good friends with a dude that was gearing up to fight him one time, but something happened and the fight fell through. A friend of mine named Donald.
hmm
He's an awesome, awesome boxer, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was getting ready to fight Mike Tyson, and I believe he would have beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? If he
What?
could, yeah, man. Donald, boy,
But
Donald, a
Mike
black
Tyson,
top nigga, man.
he wasn't a he wasn't a boxer. Mike Tyson, he just knocked
Man,
out.
them black top niggas, yo, them black top niggas are tough, bro.
Mm,
Donald, a black top nigga, he come from the black top, bro. Them niggas hard. Them real,
yeah,
real, real authentic street niggas, man. They fight in the street. Black
right.
top, baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that I
Donald
just
was. And Donald
I,
hit
bu-
hard as hell too.
I brought that up though, Max, because Dame, we were talking about that and stuff, and
mm-hmm.
that Mike Tyson is more intelligent than a lot of people, give him credit
Yeah, he
for.
is.
He's got a
Mm-hmm.
podcast. He's went around the country, speaking to audiences, telling about his life and stuff. And he's articulate, and he actually said he went back to school and everything and stuff. He's more articulate than some people. Now, if you go listen
And
to like a guy like Holyfield and some of these other guys like Roy Jones, they sound punch drunk.
yeah, punch drunk.
They slur the word,
Now
and
you
it's an
know.
actual. Oh, go ahead.
Now you know it's really bad. Thomas Hearns, man. God damn.
Yeah, man. Hitman. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
get to the
feel
point
bad
where
for
he can't even speak. Yeah, he get to the point where he can't even speak English anymore, man.
him. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that could also be a sign of CTE. That's one of.
You're right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
yeah. We got to take CT. Black people, we got to take because the reason why we brought the information out because it affects us more because we have more of our kids involved in these contact sports,
hmm
and they're taking
Yeah.
these blows to the head
hmm
constantly.
Yeah, and they're not going to care for our kids like they do
No,
theirs.
and then later on, they turn around. Later on in life, they freaking out, and we don't know why. He dragging his woman down the street, or throwing her off a roof or something. We like, man, what happened? You
Oh
know?
man, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
cause Ray Rice dragging his wife, knocking her out, dragging to the elevator. Like, what's going on? You don't understand the underlying issue, and it's tough because black men got such a bad rep. That's why we went to the kids, try to
Right.
get this information out because nobody wants to accept this because they don't want to give black men a pass, but they'll give white men a pass. Mark Ribben could sit up there, you know, and be humanized. He got CTE, beating the hell out of his wife. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? He could sit
Yeah.
up there and be humanized. You know, I mean, they did a whole special on that motherfucker. He beat the shit out of his wife. They turned around and helped his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, look at this shit here. But you don't want to do that for Ray Rice or, Zach Stacy. And I tell people, right, no, we're not condoning domestic violence, but these ain't ordinary black dudes. These ain't derelict niggas on the street who don't fucking have no purpose in life, whatever. These were young athletes who had dreams of making it big in the NFL. A lot of them wanted to buy their mother a house or whatever. They They stayed out of trouble. These are not derelict dudes. You know, these guys, most of these guys don't have no history of violence. Okay? A lot of these are good brothers, man. And they suffering from this disease. And it's not fair.
So let me ask you a question, Max, because and Dame, you could answer too, but you remember Maurice Claret, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember his situation, right, man? Maurice Claret was on pace, and this is my opinion, Max. I think he was on pace to be damn near better than Barry or even Bo Jackson. That's
Mhm.
at the rate that he was going at, because remember he was trying to go out, get out of Ohio State as a freshman, but they wouldn't let him. Remember that time when he went back his sophomore year and everything, and then after that, man, they caught him with guns. You know what I'm saying? He was,
Uh-huh.
rolling around with a whole bunch of guns and stuff like that. And people were asking him, what's going on. You remember when he got caught up doing that? You think that was the case of CTE? It might have been the case.
Yeah, I think so. Because he took a lot of blows to the head, too. You know.
Because I just thought it was weird. He was on pace to, possibly be in the NFL. And then you remember he tried to go to the combine,
See,
and the
right.
dude
Uh-huh.
couldn't even run the same, couldn't even
See,
perform the same.
I would consider it if they have a history of playing football. But I want to be careful that we don't use CTE for every little old thing, because it's a serious disease. You know, and so if they have a history of playing ball from little league all the way up to the NFL, like Aaron Hernandez, he came in the NFL already with CTE.
Mm-hmm.
It was already full blown when he came to the NFL.
Yeah.
When he died, they said he had the worst case of CTE they've ever even seen. So he already came into the NFL with it. They said he had stage 3 CTE. His brain was messed up, man. You know, and I don't know how you like it's. I wonder if his head ever hurt it, man. Like all that damage, all
I,
that brain damage.
Well, well, Max, you play ball, because I know you
Yeah.
talk, but it's even like, and I'm a hooper, or a former hooper
Mm-hmm.
myself, and I
Mm-hmm.
played basketball, but it's even common in basketball too, but they don't talk about it that much, because out
Really?
of the, well, yeah, but they don't say it enough, because Max, I know you know some NBA players and stuff. When you transition out of the NBA, you have to settle down your minutes and stuff like that. Like the minutes that like Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James in their 19th season and stuff like that, they really not supposed to be logging that amount of minutes, right? Because let's say Max, like I think you talk, let's say a guy like 7 foot, like a guy like Jokic, was to come and swing his elbow and elbow Udonis Haslam, who's 41, still playing, he could kill Udonis Haslam just
Mm.
by his elbow at the rate of speed where he hits him, or if he elbows that guy or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
and you see a lot of guys don't talk about, but Max Adams been undercut, elbowed in the temple. I'm talking about, elbowed in the back of the head, don't fell,
Mm-hmm.
and
Any boxing
hard
injury.
Yeah,
hardwood.
Shaq. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shaq was
Shaq.
known for elbowing the shit out of people, man.
Whew.
Oh,
Karl
And I
don't
Malone.
think,
forget
yeah, Dwight Howard,
the bad boys of basketball. They
Dwight
were
Howard,
full contact.
the fucking diva, Dwight Howard.
Dennis
You
Rodman.
know, hey man, what's up with Clyde the Glide Drexler? How's he doing? Is he coaching
Uh,
somewhere?
nah, he's not coaching, but they just made the NBA 70. He made the NBA 75. They had the
Yeah.
NBA
He's a
75.
part of five. I think he was part of five Slammer Jammer. Ralph Sampson, Clyde
Yeah,
Drexler. Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't think he's not coaching or anything like that. But I know Houston's not doing too good right now. They're 2-18 right
Damn.
now. Yeah, and John Wall,
Fuck, you only win 2 games
they're not good right now. They're
in the
about to probably
NBA.
get rid of their coach. Yeah, yeah, they're not good.
Yeah, even the Nets wasn't that bad. I mean,
Yeah, the Nets are at the top of the East right now, but they really haven't been playing anybody that good or
uh,
whatever. The team that's really looking good is Golden State.
yeah, Curry over there with all those threes and nobody playing defense and shit. People just watching them shoot.
Yeah, well, they trying to play D Max, but they're just a
Mm-hmm.
good team. They got everything in line, and then Klay Thompson get ready to come back.
Mm-hmm.
He was out for like 2 years,
I
so they
remember
got all
Golden
they.
State. Remember Golden State was shitty, bro.
I used to like them back in the days though when they had Chris
It was
Mullin.
terrible. It was terrible, man.
Yeah.
It
They
was
used to have
terrible.
Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway. I remember when Chris Webber was there for a little bit.
Yeah, Chris Webber. Chris Webber.
Chris Gatlin. They remember they had Gatlin.
I remember when you had the two cousins, right? You had Tracy McGrady and the other
Oh,
one.
Vince Carter.
Yeah, Vince Carter.
Hmm. Yeah,
Vince Carter jumping the goddamn backboard and shit, man.
yeah.
I see him jump. I see him. I was watching some tape of him when he was younger. That nigga took a break and jumped over a nigga and slammed the ball in the middle of the game. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, he did it in the Olympics.
Jumped over a nigga and slammed the ball. I'm like, what the fuck? This Carter got like crazy hops, bro.
Rod Woodson. Rod Woodson he's gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I told everybody that I was talking to my boys, right? Yo, Troy Polamalu ain't no Hall of Fame. I told him he's gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. He first ballot.
I'm gonna tell you who else is gonna get in there in about 10 more years.
Who's that?
Michael Vick.
Ooh, that's gonna be. Ooh,
Watch he go in the Hall of Fame. Let me tell you something, man. When Michael Vick, when he came in, right? Michael Vick was absolutely dominant. Michael Vick did things ain't no quarterback ever did. Michael Vick was so damn dominant and electrifying. I never forget the NFL created something called the Michael Vick experience.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Where people can come and see him, all his highlights and everything. And let me tell you, that nigga was bad at one point. And then when he came back, did all that shit, Yeah. Tell you, man, watch he end up in the Hall of Fame.
See, Michael Vick was to the NFL what AI was to the NBA.
Uh-huh.
They both made a significant culture change.
You know what? He was one of
hip hop in it.
Do you know he was one of the best high school quarterbacks ever?
You talking about AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Chuck. Yeah, he loved football more than he loved basketball.
Yeah. Charlie Ward was good too.
Yeah,
Charlie
Florida
Ward.
State.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why he didn't go to the NFL. He went to play basketball.
But Barry Bonds. They not. He missed his final chance to make the Hall of Fame. Though now it's up to the veterans. I know you like baseball too, so I had to get on that too. Barry Bonds it was his last chance to get up in Cooperstown.
What, you got a limited time you can?
Yeah, and if you don't make it, then the Veterans Committee after a couple years can get you in.
Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you know why it is.
Yeah, the
because of the
steroid.
steroids and his
Yeah.
relationship with the media, man. He didn't have the best relationship with the media, man. But I'm like, man, if you're gonna do that,
Yo, man,
man,
you know who I see fuck his career up, man? Fucking Doc Gooden, man. He just fucked his career up, man.
yeah.
Fucking drugs and shit. Just fucked his career up.
I
You
mean, he was
know?
good. Max, he was great before the steroids.
Yeah, Barry Bonds. Yeah.
he was great before the steroids,
What
man.
about Sammy Sosa, who's now a white man?
Yeah, what? Yeah, bleaching the skin and stuff like that. I'm like, man,
You look
what?
like I tell you, look like Gilligan, bro.
Man, come on, man.
Motherfucker look
Like,
like Gilligan.
why you want to be? No, why you want to be like? Why you want to do something to your skin, man? Look,
Sellout.
if you dark, man, just be happy with
Fucking
that,
sellout.
And
Goddamn sellout.
he wasn't even all that dark. He had like he was
Uh,
like super like Michael Blackson or something like that. Shit.
fucking sellout, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think our season's over with, man. I'm always looking at who we can get out of the draft next year.
Yeah, man. College football, man. It's getting down to the
I just feel
wire,
bad.
man.
I just feel bad for Najee Harris because he a beast, but he ain't
Hmm.
got no line. That
No,
offensive line, they not ready yet.
it's gonna make them better. As soon as y'all get a new quarterback, man, and y'all get some more receivers, man. Because see, this is the thing, Max. When
Uh,
y'all when y'all had Le'Veon,
mhm.
AB, Ben Roethlisberger, I thought y'all had a championship squad.
Selling out, bro. Selling out. Everybody's sold out. Come on, man. Le'Veon Bell. As soon as we start playing the Patriots, all of a sudden he hurt. Nobody heard shit about him being. If you just got to run over Miami, going up there to New England, motherfuckers is hurt. I was like, this is bullshit. And then they played us the fuck out when we actually beat them. They took a touchdown away from us. Fucking sellout, man, because they wanted Tom Brady to win all them damn Super Bowl. Well, that's why I don't like shit no more, man. Selling out. Patriots right now, they whooping ass right now, though. I mean, they getting in people's asses. All right, he fell off. All right, y'all. Dang, get the music sound queued up. Let's get on out of here. Dang.
All
Dang.
right, all right, all right. I'm getting the music queued up.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Gen Culture. We'll do this again next Sunday. I guess we're going to start doing one on Sundays. I don't want to commit to it yet, but looks like it's going to be on Sundays. All right. So we might do one not next Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards. Okay. Till we can get consistent doing it every Sunday. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up and showing out. This has been Gent Culture. I am the Black Knight. She's Dame. We're out of here. Peace, power, and unity. Get us out of here, Dame.